What's up, you guys? They're making me do this intro. I'm scared of intros, and I'm kind of more scared right now because there's this random guy right across from me. We found him on the street, and we just needed to have someone else on the podcast.
He was just chilling outside the studio.
Are you
I don't know what he
okay?
was doing there.
What?
Yeah, we fed him some. We fed him some gum and some. What are those called? The Pop Rocks. And then
I'm
he
actually
followed
really
us.
scared to look into his eyes right now because I feel like he's just.
What are we doing? What's it?
Anyways, we're here today with a special motherfucking guest.
Wow,
She goes zoom. She goes speed. Her name is Chyl.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And Chyl, is that where did that come from? Is that like an acronym? Is that
Right. So my real name is which camera should I be looking
Oh yeah,
into?
this one.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's perfect.
All of
Please
them.
say it. Yeah, please tell them your actual name.
Yeah, my actual name is Rachel, and then I went through a couple different DJ names before that all failed, and I was like, you know what?
they
let me
failed?
just- yeah.
How does a DJ name fail?
Like epic fail, kind of fail. Like my.
Wait, was that the name?
Big fan
Okay,
kind
I'll
of
give you
fail.
one example, but don't roast me.
Okay.
Don't roast me. Like I started with Raichu, like the Pokemon.
That's cute.
That's
Raichu,
cute as fuck.
Raichu.
Yeah.
And then like I had like a thunder symbol.
That's cute. What you mean?
It
That's
is. It's like so
Yeah.
like
How
a
did it
little
feel,
tacky.
though?
I feel like, and then like people just kept telling me like you're gonna get sued by Nintendo one day. Just wait for it. Like they're gonna get sued.
Okay.
But then I thought about there's like Ghastly and like Gang.
Yeah.
Like,
Here's
he
the
has
thing.
not been sued.
But to be fair, it's because he has like Haunter's face, but uses Ghastly's name.
Oh.
So
You know-
like, there's
you know
a lot of loopholes.
You know what you could have done?
I see.
Ride
Yeah.
chill.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I actually tried that too.
Devin,
I actually
need you to
tried
chill.
that as well.
Okay.
And then I was
Chill.
just like,
Bro, I need you to chill.
Yeah. Anyways, I just thought, you know what? Let's just make it shorter and like short and concise, 4-letter word.
Yeah.
Capitalize it, like something cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
short
You
and
know,
sweet.
so-
Oh,
Just chill.
Things are already
Yeah, just chill.
things
you
are
know?
already falling apart.
Because
over on our end.
Nan put this together. I usually put my own together. Nan put this, and he put it wrong.
How did I put it wrong? I put it hella
Can
tight.
I just hold the mic?
No.
It's because she keeps touching it.
No,
Embrace the jam.
As always, we're off to a great start.
This episode's gonna be chaotic.
it's gonna be speedy.
Can I ask?
All
Can I
right,
ask a
let's take a
question?
second. Let's take a second.
Okay,
and
well, I
let-
guess
let's-
fuck my question
Let's
then.
let
yeah,
Brin
true.
fix it.
True
Anyways,
on
do you
that.
guys think Chyl is a cool name?
I think
I
Chyl
do.
is a great name.
I think it's a chill name.
Nice.
I'm
glad.
I like when people's like, it's chill. I
Yeah,
like that.
It's
like,
chill, yeah.
Like, have you heard of chill? It's chill.
That's true. Yeah, it's kind of like a juxtaposition of like my music, which is like not chill, like opposite of like lo-fi.
I like that. It's
You know?
it's ironic.
Right, a little
Yeah.
bit ironic.
Yeah,
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 like my
yeah.
brand is a little. There's
like
a little
that.
bit of
I
ironic
like that.
elements
Clever.
in it.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
If you had to, if you had to make your DJ name into an acronym,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Acronym?
CHYL. Each one is a word.
Oh wow, that's hard. Canadian, like house.
You go straight for Canadian.
Yo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I sing.
Chinese or Canadian.
Are you
actually.
Canadian?
I'm Canadian citizen. Yeah, yeah, but I grew up in
you're
China.
Chinese?
I'm Chinese Canadian. Yeah,
Hey,
I speak
let's
Chinese
go.
and I speak
Oh, I wish I
Canadian.
did.
Yeah.
You speak Canadian?
Yeah. Why?
Nice.
What is why?
I'm. Oh,
CHYL.
sorry. I completely
Why is
misinterpreted that.
What?
Wait, you have
What starts with
Canadian
Y?
house.
Why is
Yeah, Canadian house. Why is
you?
you? I guess.
Canadian house, you legend.
Love.
I don't know.
Yeah, legend. Yeah.
Canadian house.
Canadian Speed House legend.
Canadian Speed House.
me.
There's just an extra S in there.
Yeah.
You just throw that in there.
Yeah.
I've misspelled your name so many times. I put 2 L's.
Some people will come up to me and tell me, "Oh, you're Chyl," or like,
You're
CHYL.
I thought it was Chyl for so long. Despite your bio.
I get a lot of different things.
Despite your bio.
Yeah, now I just put in my bio. It's like it's
You're
chill.
right over
It's
there?
pronounced as chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
How you
We
doing
have
over
chill.
there?
we haven't even introduced ourselves yet.
Oh.
Do you need me to do it? Because
No, you did it wrong. You did it on purpose.
no, because I did those 2 chairs and mine.
I did those 2 chairs.
No, I was over there underneath. Devin was standing next to me.
I did those 2 chairs. Those are all. Those are
Mom
set
and
up.
Dad are fighting again.
Completely unhinged.
For that money, I could do this in like.
That's why I wanted the look on my side.
Yeah. We're over here chilling, man.
Yeah, you should be on this side,
why aren't you over
honestly.
here? This
That's
is
the
the
nachos.
Yeah,
Indeed.
you know why? She was like, but this is my left side, so I gotta be over here.
Damn, way to out her
Dude,
like
yeah,
that, bro.
that's not
an out. That's a normal thing. Left
It's
side bias.
fine.
We talked about this.
Guys,
ChatGPT
yeah.
told us.
Yeah, guys, I have a better side, which is my left side. My right side, the camera will never see it ever. Yeah, it will never be shown to public.
Yeah, so if she's looking over here a lot, that's why.
That's why. I'll be talking this way.
Yeah.
The entire podcast.
Look towards the wall.
Yeah, to the wall.
Does that have anything to do with the fish head phase?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was streaming for a little bit, and I would like put on a fish head just for fun.
That's really funny,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I should bring it out once
You
in a while.
should,
Yeah. Or like
yeah.
a special guest.
Can
Yeah,
you do
you
that?
I
should.
call it DJ Gil.
Yeah.
Gil.
You should do a whole set that way.
No, I tried to do it for longer than 10 minutes,
Probably can't
and
see.
the material is so like plasticky
Oh.
that like I would start getting rash.
I
Otherwise,
see.
I would, to be honest. It's kind of fun.
Have you thought about like getting one specifically made?
Like a custom made
Oh.
fish helmet?
That would be
Yeah.
funny, actually. I'd
Yeah.
be down.
Yeah.
Or I just like have a special guest and come out.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
it's
yeah,
like
alter
B2B for a
ego.
bit.
Alter
Yeah,
ego.
So
alter
DJ
ego.
Hansel situation.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Dude, that
Exactly.
shit's so funny to me.
Nah, he's a pioneer, man.
It's so fucking funny. DJ Hansel is so funny.
I like DJ Hansel a lot, actually.
Yeah, I like that people have like
whole
went with the
concept of
joke
it.
in the
Yeah.
beginning. Everyone's like
In the
been
beginning,
very-
people are still going with the joke.
No, I know. I'm saying like that from the beginning. People have been going with it, which made it a thing. Which is
Yeah.
because everyone could have easily just been like, "This is stupid," and then like it just wouldn't have become a thing. Actually, I don't know. With Dylan Francis, yeah, you never know. He probably would have pushed it until it was a thing. Are you guys good over there?
No, it's
Perfect.
It's broken.
Jay can even do it. Yeah.
Can I see?
Do you want it?
Guys, we'll be right back.
Oh, we'll be right back after this short break.
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry,
Don't touch your mic.
I shoulder punched the camera, and now we're back. You don't know that, but I
Well,
don't
they know it now because you just said it. So
Let me finish what I'm saying. You don't know because it's off camera, but I really want to tell you that because shoulder punch sounds funny in my head.
Oh my god, wait, your shirt's so cool. It's a punch.
Yeah, guys. It's Luffy, and it's his arm wrapping around my body, and that's his
Two
fist.
anime shirts.
That's cool.
That's cute.
Sukuna baby, let's go.
Um,
JJK all day.
I don't need to talk One Piece because people will give me shit for it, but I fucking love it.
I
Come
love
at me.
One Piece.
I love you.
Oh, I already knew that was gonna happen.
One Piece and
great.
Naruto are my favorite animes, I think, of all time. And Attack on
1,000 fucking
Titan.
percent.
Attack. Oh yeah.
Attack on Titan is
AOT.
great,
Did you
yeah.
watch the special?
Ending? No, what's special?
The special that just came out like a month ago.
Oh, really? There's a special?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I read the manga.
They're doing.
I read the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're doing two long specials for the conclusion of it up until the
About
ending.
damn time.
So they do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they're splitting it into like two, like just over an hour.
Uh-huh.
I will
Wait,
say
the
it's-
ending is different from the manga?
No, it's the same.
No,
It's
no,
the
no. I
same.
think
Oh,
it's the same.
It's
yeah.
just this is
I
one of
know.
the this is one of the
Then I'm not gonna watch it. If it's the same, what's
Maybe.
the point?
Hey, I don't
this is
know.
one of the
Yeah.
animes that, like, let's be honest here, they milked it way too much.
Yeah,
It's so
like,
good.
Kind
It's
of.
so
yeah.
good.
I don't even like anime that much, but that show is so good.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
good.
good.
But the problem is, like, you know, final season 3, season 4 final, part 1 final, final part 2, season 4,
the
final
season.
But isn't that just like an anime thing?
No, it's not.
I mean, doesn't Naruto do that?
No, Naruto did not do
But
that.
doesn't
Not even a little bit.
Naruto has a bunch of filler episodes, does it not?
Yeah, but that's different though.
Is it different though?
It's
It's
Is
because
it
it's-
different?
no,
It
no,
sounds
it's
like milking to me.
No. Well, yes.
Yeah.
No.
I mean-
It's milking in a different way because the main storyline in Attack on Titan, they just keep...
They're stretching the
They're
story.
stretching it
Got it.
so much.
They could just label the seasons differently. They
Yeah.
don't have to be like season 4, the
That's true.
final season. Like,
And also-
you know what I mean?
And
also
also,
not
the,
really.
problem,
Yeah.
the problem is they have breaks in between, so they'll have like a couple
Yeah.
of episodes and then like a year before the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
is
they don't
right.
need
And
to
like
do
you're
that.
milking in the sense of like, cool, we can make a whole bunch of money and do what, like, all these merchandising things and whatnot. Keep the story alive longer than you need to,
That's
because
fair.
as soon as the story's done, the merchandising is going to go down.
Yeah. And I never finished it for that reason because it started to get like just there. I didn't know if there was the last episode out or not. So
Just
I
read, just honestly, just read it.
It's okay, I
Just
never
read it.
started
Just
it.
read
The
it.
manga's
Just read
good.
it.
Do you still read mangas backwards?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Hey, we should probably introduce ourselves, by the way, because we
Oh,
never
yeah.
did that.
Back to the start.
It's not like it's season 2, episode
2.
2.
Who are you?
Yeah, I don't think people
That's
know.
a good question. I haven't really figured out who I am yet. I've been mulling it over, you know, with figuring out my mental
Anyways,
health.
I'm Devin.
Aren't you like 20 something?
I feel like it's really rude that like he just cuts me off like that. You know, like it's actually quite
I'm allowed to.
disrespectful when I'm
I'm
like,
Brinda.
Air 5.
I'm gonna start crying now.
You set me up for failure with this mic.
Who's our wook that we found on the street today?
Who am I? Yeah, I don't have a name. I go by many names. Pick one.
This is the last one, too.
Pick whatever one you
Just
want.
tell him your goddamn name.
Give an option for the people.
My name is GZoom. I just came down from my spaceship. The scientist sent me down here. He said there was some stuff that I had to talk about. I don't know. He just kind of sends me places. So glad to be here. Yeah.
Well, they beamed you down in front of the studio, which was why you were sleeping outside.
I just ended up here. They were gracious enough to bring me in and offer me food. Mm-hmm. I've been outside for days. Yeah, Earth is very inhospitable. I don't know why you guys are here. But
And honestly, you smell great.
thank you. Yeah, it's a new thing that we actually developed up on the space station. It's called retroactive fragrance integration.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so we invented that the other day.
RFI. Nice.
Yep. Sounds right. Yeah.
No.
Brand new thing. I have a trademark on it and everything. So.
Retroactive.
Retroactive is
RA.
one word.
Oh.
Or it's hyphenated.
Well, he told me it's hyphenated.
I said or. So I don't know. Man, look, I'm just the assistant. The scientist knows all the regular stuff. I'm just here kind of giving what his thing is. Yeah. That's all.
Hi, I'm Nand. I'm the
Make
Ray
sure you lean
Dad.
this way, by the
I
way.
appreciate you guys for being here. This is our guest, Chyl.
Hello.
And
I'm Brin. I already introduced myself.
cool. Well,
Yeah.
So like we were talking about before when we were messing with the camera stuff, like I found you when you were starting to do the fish head stuff.
Wow.
Okay.
It's
Is this
like
fish head
2
stuff?
years ago.
It's like, is it 2 years ago?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
That sounds right.
Yeah. I met you at EDC last year,
Yeah.
right? And you already knew about me, which is like I was still like very small artist. I mean, I'm still very small artist, but like
It's all relative.
Did you play at EDC?
no, I was just there to like hang, and chill, say hi. to
And
people.
chill.
Chill. Just,
Yeah, but may
Ah.
or may not be at EDC this year as
Whoa!
well.
Like, as a special guest?
Maybe.
Ooh.
We'll see.
I
We'll
I saw
see.
you got
We'll
added
see.
for Hard Summer, right?
Yeah, play Hard Summer.
Let's
It's gonna be
go.
hot.
Also,
It's
didn't
gonna be
you
hot.
Oh, yeah.
dominate the Coachella lineup?
I did.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm playing Coachella
Insert
a lot
picture
I will,
right
this
here.
I will insert the photo, yes.
Yes, please insert a photo. I am on the
I've ever
lineup
seen.
of Coachella.
Hell
Like
yeah.
a lot.
500 times.
Yeah, about 500 times, and I'm also doing B2B with myself at
Damn.
Coachella.
Are you doing
You're gonna be tired.
ones or
Funny.
twos?
Was ones and twos.
Ones or twos for when you're doing the B2B.
Yeah,
Like,
B2B.
are you playing
B2B,
one song at a
B2B,
time and
B2B.
then switching, or are you going to do two and then switch? Like,
I'll have 4 USBs.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, versatile.
Nice. How are you
It's
going to play at
B2B.
all 5 stages?
I will Naruto, like the what is it?
Shadow
Yeah,
Jutsu?
Shadow, whatever that is.
That's sick.
There we go.
That's how I'm gonna
Okay,
do it.
Smart.
Yeah.
All places at once.
There's
I mean, you could just like, put all the stages in the same spot.
That's
I
true.
feel like that'd be a lot
That
easier.
also
for you.
could work.
Aren't there
Yeah.
DJs that do that though? That play multiple shows at the same time? I think it's only the next step in evolution that it just happens at the same venue.
Hologram.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's people that do that, right? Like Death Pact has multiple shows going on at the same
Wait,
time.
really?
That's
Yeah.
This
cool.
actually just reminded me of EDC 2019, I want to say. It was Steve Aoki and Timmy Trumpet. They had a set together, and then as soon as that set ended, they had to run across to
I
go
thought that
to
was-
their set on the other side.
that was-
I thought that was Dylan
That's
Francis
Dylan
and
Francis.
Elenium or something.
There was a TikTok
no,
about it.
that's different.
Yeah.
That was at the same time. So he
Yeah.
had someone play for him, and
Right.
then Dylan Francis went and played with Elenium.
Right,
no,
right.
I think it was Steve Aoki had his own set, and then
Timmy Trumpet.
Timmy Trumpet has his own, but they had a song together or something like of that nature. So they played together, and as soon as that set was over, they both ran together to the other side to play the other person's set.
I
That's
see.
crazy. That's a lot of work.
That's super
yeah.
funny.
They definitely have to have a fan, not fan, like a van, like waiting
Yeah,
for
or like the
pick them up.
go-kart.
People that
Yeah,
would just
go-kart.
push,
No, they have
push
like,
everybody out
I'm
of
pretty
the
sure
way.
they have like back roads and stuff. Like it's
They
a
just ran.
speedway, you know? Like
Yeah.
if it's a full
See
speedway.
Steve Aoki running to the other.
That'd be funny.
No way.
I feel like that'd be content in itself.
That's what I was
That'd
going
be
to say.
funny.
Talking about good content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
funny.
like just have a cameraman following you.
Isn't it like miles long? The speedway itself, like to run across
Yeah,
the
it is
speedway,
far.
it'll take you like what
It is
30
far.
minutes to get across the speedway.
Not
Yeah,
too
it's
long.
like 30 or
if-
45 minutes or something.
If there are people, yes, but I feel like if you have a cart or you take the back
I'm
back
talking
road.
about if you're walking. If you're walking,
Not at a full sprint though.
Oh yeah, no, at a full sprint, you
I could clear that
Easy.
30 seconds. Ish.
Damn,
Not
Marcus.
that second.
Very fast.
All the way from Quantum Valley over to
Hey, I saw you
main
running Nand's
stage.
video.
Yeah, see, there you go. Full sprint. So with
I don't know. I was thinking the other direction, but
Well, speaking of speed, I know you make Speed House, right?
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
Speed House is
However, what is
kind
it?
of
What
like-
is it? First of all,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of I don't know if this is a real genre, to be
is it
honest.
just speedier house?
It is like, to me, it's like I call it house music on steroids. And it's like in between bass house and like hard dance. You know, like not so hard compared to hard dance, but like a little bit harder than speed house. A little bit harder than bass house, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 150 BPM house music.
because bass house, you're relying mostly on that bass line, whereas on speed house, you're relying more on the tempo itself. So you have less to do with the bass itself because there's less room.
There is definitely still a lot of room for different lead and like bass line, like sound design wise. But the gist of it is just it's really pumping. Like it's fast. You feel like you'll have a heart attack.
What's that
like, hearing
Jaws
it.
song?
The most classic speed house song is Gassed Up.
That's the one.
You know,
Can we play like less than 10 seconds of a Speed House song?
Play your
and
song.
we won't
My
get in trouble?
song?
Yeah, why
play
don't we
her
just have
music.
play her?
Come on now.
Because I thought we had like those copyright issues and all that
Her
stuff.
music.
I guess I could play my
Oh
music.
yeah, let's play
Yeah,
her.
That's what I'm saying. Her music. Where are we gonna play it?
We can just ask our
now?
management to clear it with the video.
It'll be
'Cause
fine.
I
It'll be like
honestly
a
always
lot of
forget.
IDs. Oh, here, I'll play like one of the new ones I had. Okay, well, I'm just gonna skip it to build up.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Turn it up on here, yeah.
What song is this called?
Foamy on Monster Cat. That was my latest one. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Turn it up on here.
Starting with the music today.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Jay's over in the corner, like, you don't have headphones on.
We can hear it.
Okay, yeah, I can see how this is
Yeah.
Speed House.
See, I really like this because it's got like familiarity to DMB, and like
Kinda,
since I'm
yeah.
such a hardcore DMB fan,
Yeah.
I really
So-
like it. Yeah, I like
I
the
feel like
speed.
all of us should be in like
I'm
golf
gonna play
carts
the
and just like
second drop.
speeding around, you know?
Right. Okay. This is more of a classic speed house lead, which is like a very similar lead to Gassed Up, which is what I referenced, like a square wave lead for any producers who know.
Yeah.
This is like a classic speed house drop.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah,
bum,
like,
bum.
you know.
Do you ever speed on the road?
I do at night sometimes when there's no cars
When there's no
around.
cars,
Yeah.
I feel like this should be in Tokyo Drift, or
Right?
yeah.
Or like a F1, you
Yeah.
know, kind of.
This is definitely like Fast and Furious
song.
music.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's Speed House.
It's a lot of like
It's fun. It's
like-
really
That was
fun.
so dope.
Yeah, I mean, you don't feel like that fast. It's not as like hardcore as like Lil Texas,
Yeah.
like kind of hardcore.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, but
But
it's like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's energetic.
No, that's perfect. That's
You
like
know?
right in the sweet spot for me, at least in terms of the pacing and the speed.
Yeah, and like it just not too many producers are doing this right now, and like I wonder why. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
there should
yeah.
be more producers making Speed House.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah,
speed
it's
it
fun
up.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely like started out making bass house, just because, you know, like there are a lot of good influences and great producers in bass house, like Joyride, Abstract. Like I look up to them so much, and they're who I always reference when I was like learning how to produce and going to Icon. And then at some point you just kind of like there's just only so much you can explore. Of course, there's like a lot, but like at some point it gets a little bit repetitive.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
I can imagine
people who you reference and like songs you listen to in the same genre,
Right.
all the labels, like at some point it gets a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, why don't we do something a little bit different? Why don't we
Yeah.
like, you know, put steroids in it, like speed it up, you know, and like
put some trend
yeah,
immediately
and
into
see
the
what
track.
happens, you know, and you know, there's still a lot of possibilities within this genre.
Yeah.
And you know, you can make it super bass heavy, or you can make it kind of fun and bouncy,
Yeah.
kind of like the first drop.
Yeah.
You know, which is what I'm trying to like show people, like in like one song. It's like you can have a bassy drop, you can also have a
Yeah.
bouncy drop.
Yeah.
You know, it has different elements to it, and it could be like quite fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I think
And,
that speediness is like definitely becoming more popular now. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, But like the whole DMB thing, I feel like has been getting bigger lately, at least from what I've been hearing from like other producers and stuff. And so I'm not saying that we started that movement at all, but I like that it's coincided with the fact that we've been talking about it more.
Well, just because artists are getting more comfortable with dropping it in the US.
Yeah.
I mean, it was about time too, because like a lot of this has been big in Europe already. So everything's finally moving toward here, American.
Yeah, things got to change with music. Like people are only going to absorb so much of the same thing until they're going to want something to change.
Agreed.
That's just how the scene goes. Like music popularity changes, new genres emerge, like stuff just changes, and the industry just reacts to that sort of thing. So I think drum and bass is like a good I think target, or like garage style stuff, like just those kind of two-steppy beats I think are becoming more popular in general. And then also just go faster. A lot of people are starting to like that too. I mean, Gabber's been enormous in Europe forever, right? That's a really old genre, generally speaking.
I think so.
Music.
What is Gabber?
Oh, what is Gabber?
Gabber to me is like 170 BPM music with like a kick and a donk.
Yeah.
Like like Calvin Harris' new song Miracle with Ellie Goulding. Is that how you say it? Yeah. It's like a Gabber song.
Right.
I think it's a Gabber song.
The one you were showing us before.
A kick and a donk.
I always thought Gabber was like really
that.
fast, like upwards of like 200 sort of thing. But I honestly, I
guess it could.
I haven't made enough Gabber to know or anything like that.
Right. It ties really well with drum and bass. A lot of drum and bass songs have a Gabber drop. And it's like unexpected.
Right.
It's like,
there's that old video about people dancing to Gabber. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like this old video is shot in Europe or something. Who's editing this?
Me.
Have you seen him clip it in? He might not even clip it in.
Devin, if you clip in a video of like an old school, it's like one of the first things you find if you look up Gabber on YouTube, and it's just these guys dancing against a white background, and they're going absolutely insane. It's like one of these old school like Euro raves back in the 90s or something like that. But it looks really. That's my impression of Gabbers, because I haven't heard it anywhere over here recently. I guess
it's not so common yet, but I do think it's gonna be a thing.
You should make it a thing.
I will. Me and Boom Boy are gonna make it a thing.
I'm already doing it.
I'm already doing it.
Hell yeah.
In terms of if you were going to have like a secondary artist project, like if you were talking about how Speed House and Bass House in general gets a little bit repetitive, do you feel that way in your creative process, and would you want to make something new, or you just think that that's the state of Speed House right now and there's a lot of room to invent on it like you could do?
Yeah, I think for me, there's still so much more to explore just within this 150 BPM realm. There's so many more possibilities. Like I haven't even started working on like new vocals yet. Like if you put like a fun 150 BPM vocal on top of like a house beat, like what would that sound?
Yeah.
You know, Wookiee does that a lot, by the way.
Yeah. Wookiee
so
sets
like,
are really fun.
Yeah, so I think there's still a lot
Wookiee.
to like produce and a lot of ideas to explore. But side project, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a drum and bass project or something. I like drum and bass. I really love. I know you love drum and bass. I've been really into drum and bass. The Monstercat A&R John has really put me on drum and bass lately.
Let's hear the artists. What artists have you been listening to?
It's the big ones like Dimension, Subfocus.
Okay.
You know, introduce me to more.
Fox Stevenson.
We love Fox Stevenson. We love Faint.
Faint is great. I was just listening to him on
the Is Grant drum and bass?
No.
Okay, well, I like Grant, so.
Muzz?
I think it's Muzzy, actually.
Muzzy.
Yeah, Muzzy. Coven.
Yeah.
Justin Hawks. Have you heard Justin Hawks stuff?
I haven't heard.
Oh my god,
I gotta check it out.
Okay, you should listen to Better Than Gold. It's a
Better Than
country
Gold.
and DMB song.
Oh, what?
No, but like the lead to the drop is like full country, and then you hit the drop and it's just full DMB.
Interesting.
It's pretty sick.
It actually works really well.
Really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work for my dad.
But he was just mad at the fact that it tricked him. He thought it was going to be a country song, and then it was like drum and bass.
Oh, interesting.
I was hoping that he would accept the DMB part. Because for me, I was talking with him. We shot a video basically where I had my dad react to a bunch of EDM songs, and in that I showed him that song. And for me, I was explaining to him after, I'm like, I think the reason I like this song so much too is because it made me listen to the country part all the way up until the drop. For some reason, I like country in that part. EDM, I'm like, I don't know why. Like I just respect it more, I guess. And like it's just good. and like I find myself singing along to that part. And then the D&B part is obviously my favorite, but like I don't know, like it made me listen to that all the way up until that point. So I think I just respect country a little more now.
Okay.
I was hoping it would work the opposite way for him. Did not. So yeah.
Interesting.
And younger people in general are more open to things.
I think so. Yeah.
New things.
And music in general is like a balance between predictability and variability, right?
Yeah.
Like you were talking to me earlier off camera about how people want something that they're familiar with, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just like they know when the drop is coming, so they when to go crazy. And if you showed it to your dad, if your dad is expecting a country song, he's expecting a country chorus.
I'll show you the clip after.
Like, you just see the look in his face is like,
and then afterwards he's like, I don't even know where to begin. He's just like, for you it goes off, for me it goes off the cliff.
That's a funny way to put it.
Just completely
I love that. Definitely send me that song. I want to check out that song.
Yeah. Well,
I've been very into like the trance D&B. Trance
like
D&B.
Liquid?
Cool.
No, like Want Need Love. I can't. It's like a trance song, like trancey vocals, like euphoric. Euphoric.
I want to listen to that.
I do like trancey
I
shit.
have some. I mean, I have some D&B I could show you later. That's
please do.
There's an older D&B artist. His name is Woody.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if he's still producing D&B, but his old stuff is it's like super melodic D&B.
Yeah, I like melodic D&B.
And it's like it's. In between takes, I'll play something because it's so good. Yeah, I'll play it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend. Again, I don't know if he is still making stuff, but all his old stuff is like from 2013, 2014, and I could still listen to it today, and it still has the same effect, like the same like euphoric feeling. Which,
nice.
I love.
Timeless. Timeless.
Exactly.
Timeless,
Yeah.
So you talk about trance in terms of its euphoric qualities, right? Is that just in the melody, or is that in the type of vocal?
Probably very heavily on the type of vocal.
Right.
Like
So
usually female vocal, right?
Vocal,
Ethereal
lots
female.
of reverb sort of thing.
Yeah, which I like using too in my songs. A lot of my songs have euphoric female vocal that's like 150 and then leading up into a speed house drop.
Yeah. Do you ever sing on your own stuff, or?
No, I cannot sing. I cannot rap
Can you
either.
rap?
Using your voice as a sample, like sampling just.
I
could.
Auto-tune?
I do demos for vocalists, like where I would sing and slap auto-tune on it, but I hate my own
Never
voice.
done it?
I hate my voice.
Not even with
so
processing,
much.
little format
I have
shift.
done it. Actually, there is one song, if you dig deep in my Spotify profile, there is one song called Totally Sucks.
Go look.
Do not look it up.
Well, speaking of digging, I did some digging on your YouTube, and I seen that you had that Speed House featuring the Corvette. I do want to talk about that. Yeah, I want to talk about when. I know you said off camera that it wasn't your Corvette, but like, would you get a Corvette? Like, is that like a car of your dream, or do you have like another dream car?
Yeah, good questions. First of all, not my Corvette. I love the color. Speed House, like, so I do this like DJ series, not series. I want to do a DJ
make it a series. Do it. It's sick as fuck, dude.
Thank you. Like, I want to make a series where I DJ in front of like a different car every single series, and feature like cool cars, you know. So like the first one I did was with the orange Corvette.
Was it C8 or C7?
C7, I believe it's a C7. I have no idea. Okay. And I found it on Turo, Obviously, I want to rent like a crazy car, like Lamborghini, but that's like thousands of dollars.
You know what you
Corvette's
got?
like 100.
Yeah,
like, I just rented that.
Yeah.
It was like cool and affordable. I was like, okay, you know what? And then I was the one who picked it up, like myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I do everything myself still, but I picked it up and I was so nervous driving it.
Why?
I've never driven like a supercar before.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
So nervous and like off. I guess they're not. Turo hopefully don't sue me, but like the thing is so low. The bottom is so low.
You kept hitting things.
I keep like scratching the bottom.
Yeah, you have to go to the side. But the Corvettes, they're so low. You literally have to go. When you go down the hills, you got to go to the side, and then you got to go around.
Yeah, or super slow or something. I just keep scratching them. I'm like, hopefully they don't check the bottom.
They're not going to check the bottom. Everyone does it.
It's like my driveway, going up into my apartment.
Imagine having a Corvette going down your driveway. That shit would be.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, you'd have to go like.
You'd have to sample that sound.
The driveway's this way. You'd have to go like.
Right.
Yeah.
Go at an angle. Now I kind of know. Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say you should do is you should DJ while someone is driving a Corvette inside the car. You're DJing a set.
Joyride
and then you have
has
like a
done that
camera.
before.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
really?
Kind of. Well, the car is kind of moving, but he like kind of tore apart the car.
Oh.
And then he was like on top.
No,
and DJ.
Interesting.
It's one of the best sets.
It has to be on a speedway. So like, you know, like the racetrack speedway,
going
it's like
at it.
someone fully going like 150,
Wow.
like literally going 150 while you're playing 150.
Wind blowing.
Standing
Oh
on
my
the
I
God.
feel like the one thing I'd want to see is just like someone just drifting around you while you're just playing.
That too.
That would be
G-board,
cool.
you're
That's
like-
a great idea.
Or just
She's
like
just standing there just playing, but there's a car just drifting
that's
around.
a
I see
great
it.
idea.
Maybe she's in
Yeah.
the car.
That's a great idea.
Just
That
like
will
the
be added
drifting.
to the Speedway series.
100%.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
honestly.
Drifting people, hit me up.
You'll
Please.
just be
Yeah,
inhaling burning
Yo, San Jose
rubber.
Drifters, let's just hit her up.
And then you gotta work
So
Yeah.
much smoke in your
Drifters, hit me
lungs.
up.
You gotta work
Yeah.
a drift song in there too.
Yeah.
You get
But do you
drift song.
like the fast cars? Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I'm not like a car nerd. I like F1. I like racing.
okay.
I want to learn more about cars.
She's like, I don't know much about cars. I just like to go.
I
Cars
just
are
like to go
badass.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have there's a fan question. We won't ask it now, but there's a fan question
yeah?
for you that we thought
why
was
don't we
pretty
just ask
funny.
it right now?
No,
Okay.
let's wait till we do fan
Okay,
questions. Let's
okay.
wait till we do
When
fan-
you drove in the Corvette after you picked it up, you
Yeah.
know how people talk about like you got to turn the music down because you can't see anything, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you listen to music in there or no?
I did.
You
I
did?
did.
Okay,
Of
so-
course, I always listen to music.
Right, well, that's
when
what I
I'm
think,
driving.
like,
wait,
you-
what did
always.
you
But like,
so
did
you
you
ever-
turn it down so you could see better?
Sometimes I do that. Yeah.
Brin, you ever
Yeah, I'll
be
do.
driving somewhere and you got music playing and then you have your like GPS up, but then as you get close, you're trying to look for the place, so you turn down the music because it's easier
All
to
the
see.
time.
No, because she'll be
Never
going
done that?
No, like, I
because she'll be
can't
going
see.
90 anyway, so it doesn't even
Like, you
matter.
need to drive
Or
more.
like when you're trying to park or parallel or something, you're just like, I need to
You
turn
gotta
this down.
focus.
Like,
You
hold
gotta
on, hold on.
focus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't have your attention split, you know.
Right.
I was
Oh, you
just-
see, the chaos helps me focus.
Really?
Yeah, you've never been in a car with her.
ADHD
don't
yeah, well, I
queen.
guess not.
ADHD queen.
None of
right
us,
here.
none of us like
feel-
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
could
don't
see
think
that.
you would like it.
I could see that. Yeah. It suits you.
I'm scared of being in her car.
Yeah,
It's-
reckless driver.
it's-
I only
it's
know
not
one
reckless.
person that is worse than you.
It's not reckless. I just like to drive fast, and I go over the speed limit because I hate driving slow. It's not. I need
Don't
stimulation.
do that though. That's
careful.
illegal.
I do it safely.
That's
Okay,
illegal.
don't do it. I do it safely though. Like
I mean, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
You can do it when you listen to my music.
that's exactly
Yeah,
what
I
I
give
do.
you
she'll be on,
permission.
she'll be
Yeah,
on the
but be
phone with
safe.
me, and then she'll be
safe.
like, "This person just cut me off." I'm like, "Are you sure you just weren't going like double the speed limit, and they just were making a regular turn, and you just caught up?" to
They
them
should have looked
turning?"
in their blind spot. I saw me coming at
They,
fucking full throttle.
if they are already turning, I've been behind you when you were driving. We were driving to the gym, and you were in front of me, and you were like trying to get me to like race with you, which I obliged to a little bit. But she was driving in front of me, and I see this car making a left. So they're like pulling out to make a left into the other lane, and they're already in the turn, and Brin's like right up to the car.
No,
and then,
I went around him. So I went into the center lane to go around him because I already knew
Yeah.
like he was coming in. So I saw a car on the right hand side. I'm very aware. See, I'm driving fast, but I look around me and I look 10 feet in front of me and all the way behind me. So I saw that there was no car coming on the right hand side. I went in the middle lane and I went around him. Like I did it safely. I knew what maneuver I was doing, and I did it safely. It was an unsafe maneuver, but I still did it safely, aware of my surroundings.
don't drive like Brin.
Drivers like that bother me. So there was one time Brin was, me and her were both driving to the maze rooms or the escape room or whatever.
For my birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I boxed her in. I stayed next to another car while she was behind me, and I kept slowing down to stay next to that car so that she couldn't get around me or
Nice,
him,
nice.
because it was bothering me how fast you were going. Like, you were going way too fast. This is way too dangerous.
I was actually going speed limit. People were just going under the speed
Thanks,
limit.
man.
People were just going under
because
the
I
speed
stayed in front of
limit.
you and I kept the car
Oh my
next to
God.
me so you couldn't get
It is
past.
It's
unsafe it is unsafe to go under 40. If the speed limit is 40 miles an hour and you go in 30, you are unsafe. You are the unsafe driver.
That particular road, everyone was
Yeah.
going 45.
Brin,
That
it's
was
also-
30.
I'm never getting on her car.
I remember being upset that no one was going speed limit. I was like, why is no one going 40 miles an hour? If speed limit's literally 40 miles, everyone
Because
was going
all
30.
the cars in front of you were going 40, 45. You can
No,
wanna go
they were going 30. You were going 32. Everyone was going 30.
Can I get my popcorn?
I'm peaking traffic.
And because people were just scared of the bumpy road, so they're like, I'm just gonna go
There
30
was
miles.
no bumps on that road. What are you talking
People
about?
were going 30 miles. Yeah, there was. It was a
Look. This isn't a court of law.
Hey,
I believe
make sure
you.
you're not leaning
Sorry.
to that side.
I believe you. I think you drive safely. We're going out to eat after this.
I'll drive.
I guess we shall see.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll see.
Brin is on Mario Kart while everyone else is driving in real life.
Yeah. I'll drive fast if it's like a clear road, like completely clear, but with cars, I'm like, I'm good.
We'll put on some Speed House. We'll put you to the test.
Be safe, guys, but go fast.
Chyl, I had a big question for you.
Yeah.
I've been following you for a while on social media since the Fish Head days. And you posted something about you going over to pursue music in China, like specifically pursuing music over there, which I've always found really interesting just in general. Like the culture is so different. So like, can you give me, I guess, a description of how things went over there and then maybe some of the biggest differences between the music industry over there and over here?
Yeah, I can talk about this for like 3 hours probably.
Sure, let's go.
Let's do it.
China was a huge shit show.
Okay.
Like in general, it was, I mean, I would love to do like a vlog about it one day, but like it's a little bit traumatic for me, a little bit to talk about in details. But like now I'm fine. Okay. But basically, when I graduated from Icon in 2021, I'm Chinese and I speak Chinese. No, you're not.
I'm half.
Are you actually? You don't look half at all. Can you speak Chinese?
No.
That's why he's only half.
What's your other half?
It's white, but it's like German, mostly German.
European.
Yeah, European. It's like German and
Gotcha.
French and like Belgian or something.
Whoa, wait, you're half Chinese. You don't.
My
look
mom is full.
Asian at all. Are you
Really?
Asian? You're Asian.
I'm Thai.
Yeah, you're like
I'm
you're
Thai.
full Asian.
He
I can tell.
has a little Chinese in him too.
There's a little bit of Chinese in there.
Okay,
but I'm Thai.
Okay, cool. I mean, that makes like 2.5 of us.
Yeah.
Equal, yeah.
I know a few
Asians.
phrases.
Yeah.
Boya Jianhua.
Your mom saying like, shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Does this mean anything? 大门在吃饭. Does that mean anything?
What?
大门在吃饭. Does that mean anything?
They're eating.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got Rosetta Stone Chinese.
Pretty good.
I
Not
only
bad.
learned a few phrases because in elementary school there was another girl who was Chinese also,
Yeah.
and she would speak Chinese purposefully in front of me. And I'm pretty sure I had like a little crush on this girl, and we had a crush on each other, but it was one of those relationships where like we would like, instead of like telling each other how we felt because we're elementary school kids, we'd like tease each other and like she would hit me and stuff.
Aw.
So I like learned
Bro, we're like 28 and people still do that.
为什么打我?
Yeah. Why are you hitting me?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
cute. That's cute.
What a love story.
Yeah.
I wonder where she's at right now.
Robin, if you're watching this.
Yeah, I wonder where she is right now.
Yo,
Yeah,
hit him
maybe
up.
she's
He's been
listening to
waiting.
Robin.
He's been waiting.
Yeah, she's been waiting for you.
No. It's been a long time. Yeah, no, we didn't go to the same junior high or high school.
So what you're saying is if she showed up now, you'd
No.
be like, no, go away.
No, it's been what?
So you're saying if she showed up now,
No,
you'd be
that's
like,
not
go
what
away.
I'm saying at all.
Oh, man. PLUR, man.
Yeah, well, that's not
PLUR.
PLUR
That's
at
what we do
all.
over here.
So hit him up.
Anyways, continue with the China story though.
So
Yeah.
I'm Chinese. I speak fluent Chinese. I speak Chinese to my parents, to my friends in China, and I grew up there until I was 15.
Yeah.
So I'm very Chinese actually, like culture-wise and everything.
Yeah.
How should I put it this way? Like I would love to import good electronic music to China eventually. Like I would love to bring a positive light to the Chinese EDM market.
Yeah.
Like as a legitimate like female producer, you know, who works hard and like, you know, and have great performances and have great music.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to kind of bring a very positive image and represent China eventually.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, you know, one of my goals, for sure. One of my biggest goals is to like represent this market.
Yeah.
You know, which is like a little bit behind, I think, compared to like America rave culture and like
Right.
European rave culture.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did they even listen to a lot of EDM?
They don't really
over
listen
there?
to new stuff that we listen to. Like right now what's popular is bounce still. Like bounce music. Like
I see.
like
Yeah.
they're all kind of bounce. Bureau is great, but like, you know, bounce music and like
right.
hip hop and like
Yeah, I
big
know hip hop
room.
is
Big
good
room is
over
still
there.
very popular.
Right.
Is it because there's less of a nightlife over there?
there
or
is
no?
nightlife, but the EDM culture is very much dominated too much by nightlife.
Oh, wow.
You know, like it's too nightlife focused, and there aren't enough raves, I think, right now, like because
Right.
of COVID and everything. Like there were raves before, but nightclubs decide what's popular. and nightclubs decide which
that's what you
DJs
mean.
get to be popular.
Okay.
So
Right.
there's
Like-
not like shows and concerts, raves,
Not
and events.
too many.
It's just clubs.
Right. In order to be a famous DJ in China, you need support from biggest nightclubs. And the nightclubs,
see.
they want to make money. They sell tables, right? They
Yeah.
sell,
Right.
their biggest goal
So they
is
don't
to
really
make
have, like-
money.
They don't really have like venues.
There are huge venues.
Oh.
There are venues that are like 5,000 people capacity, like kind of crazy venues,
Yeah.
crazy LED like
Right.
setup and everything. But you know what's a little bit concerning a little bit. It's like they decide what's popular genre wise.
Right.
They
Yeah.
decide which DJs are going to be popular.
So what you're
that's
saying
just
is
a lot of like backdoor like
Yeah.
corruption, like whoever is the prettiest DJ, whoever has the
That-
most
yeah.
connections, like not like there's so many talented producers
That's
in China.
unfortunate.
Like there's so many like
But they
producers
don't
I
get the
met.
opportunity
Right,
to
not
actually
enough
perform.
because a lot of them kind of just stay home and make music. Like they
Yeah.
don't really get to be like showcasing their music in
Yeah.
front of the right crowd.
Yeah.
And like, you know, a lot of the nightclub owners, they want to sell tables.
Right.
They want to
Yeah.
so like it's kind of
Is it the
whatever,
same people like almost every night or like every week?
kind of like there's a lot of resident DJ culture.
Yeah, okay.
And they love like, you know, inviting American DJs and European DJs here to China, which is a really good thing. But, you know, I feel like within China locally, like there should be more support for like
Yeah.
talented producers.
Totally.
And not just like DJs.
You want to add like
Right.
a community strength to it as opposed to a business strength.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. You know, I want to bring like a positive light there. And
Did you run into that wall when you got over there? Like, is that
right.
what
So
happened?
like I naively thought I would be able to do it. Like
That's
as
what I
an
was gonna
individual
suggest.
artist.
I was like, so what you're
No
saying
way,
is
yeah.
you should basically go and start your own nightclub there. and everything,
yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really compete with like those nightclub money. But basically, when I graduated from
now.
China, I just thought, you know what? Like, I can build an audience there. I can speak Chinese. I have
Yeah.
Chinese humor. Like, I
Yeah.
can connect with them.
Yeah.
So like, I started working with like a Chinese management / label as soon as I graduated, and they're somewhat like established and they kind of know what they're doing. And I signed with them because back then no one else wanted to sign me, so I was like, oh, you know what, like this
Yeah.
seems like it fits, so let's try it. And they like, you know, gave me a manager and we worked together for like 6 months. And it was pretty good while we worked together. But you know, like we never met in person. It was just like, you know, WeChat is like
Yeah,
the app,
yeah.
WeChat communications. And then until one day, one of my like very basic bass house songs, like called Boom Boom, went viral in China. Like somehow went viral on Douyin, which is Chinese TikTok.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it was like suddenly within like a few months, there's like 400,000 videos made with the
Whoa.
song,
Wow.
like crazy streaming numbers,
Yeah.
like
That's
in
sick.
billions and stuff like that. Like, and then people started telling me, like a lot of my Chinese friends were like, "Oh my god, like your song, I heard your song in the Chinese salon, like in the mall. Like I heard it in
Just
H&M
playing
in
everywhere.
China. Like it's
That's
everywhere.
so
Like
funny.
it's so cool. Like blah blah blah." And then the label was like, "You should come back and tour. Like you should come back to China. We'll do a tour for you." And that was like end of 2021, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go tour in China.
Yeah.
Goodbye, classmates. Like I'm gonna go tour now. You know? So I told all my friends, I was like, I'm gonna go tour in China.
Yeah.
Go like buy suckers.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Famous last
Thinking
words.
this is gonna
You guys are all
work
looking
out.
for gigs right now. So I'm going to fucking China.
Go Asia tour right
So
now.
see you later.
Yeah, 2021. And then I was so excited. The label bought like ticket and hotel for me. But there was no plan before I left. I just thought this is gonna work out. So
Yeah.
I took the plane and landed in like Shenzhen or something, and had to quarantine for 3 weeks in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Literally 3 weeks, like 21 days. I was just in the small hotel room like this. I was
Almost a
sitting
month.
here
Doing
like
nothing.
doing nothing.
Fun.
I couldn't even produce music because I was so bored. I was like, there was no inspiration. Like
There's no stimulation. How am I
Right.
supposed to make something new in this room?
Right.
Yeah.
I tried. I couldn't make anything. Like
Yeah.
I was just playing like my Switch the whole time.
Yeah.
Being super depressed, you know,
No.
like yeah, and eating like the same food every single day.
Yep.
Oh my god. It was like
Because they
terrible.
bring food to you, right?
They do. Yeah, you can't go outside at all
Yeah.
when you're quarantined.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't even step outside of the room.
Crazy.
So I spent 21 days in quarantine. I was like, it like wrecked me like mentally.
Yeah.
And and then I finally came out of quarantine, went to Chengdu, which is where like the company is based. And then I I meet my ex-manager for the first time in like a 6 month, I think, of working together. And then basically I just like asked him, I was like, what's the plan? Like, where is this tour?
Yeah.
And then he's like, what tour?
Oh my God.
He's like, there is a tour for you, but you gotta like join this girl group. Which is like,
they didn't tell you any of that prior?
No, I just got like, I was ambushed, like bamboozled. I think.
Yeah,
super bamboozled.
Yeah.
And he basically like was like forcing me to join this girl group that he like put together. It's like TikTok DJs, like not producers, and I was like, why would you want me to join this girl group? I'm so different. Like, I'm so different. I'm a producer.
Music.
Yeah, like I'm a producer.
They just play on the DJ board,
right? Like they're great DJs, whatever. I'm just so different, and I'm like the only like American Asian there, and then everyone else is from like mainland China or something like that, Hong Kong or something. And then he was like, well, this is the only tour that's going on right now. Like you either join them or you don't tour. And I'm like, what?
You just spent 3 weeks in quarantine.
Yeah, so you could have told me this like 3 weeks ago.
I know. So I was definitely bamboozled. Like,
most definitely.
Yeah. Like, and then I was just mental breakdown immediately. I don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
And then the more I talked to like the people in the company, I was like freaking out, of course. And I talked to a bunch of people in the same like label. And it turns out this guy just doesn't have a great reputation at all. And turns out like he lies a lot. Like there's just so much, lying and stuff. And the CEO, I eventually went to the CEO of the company. He wasn't even aware that this was going on. He was like, your ex-manager said you wanted to join this girl group.
What?
Like he kept saying you want to join this thing and tour. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. He got fired.
Yeah, he was just lying to everyone.
Yeah. He got fired like within a few weeks.
Solace in that.
Yeah, but when he got fired, I was like, okay, what now?
I'm still in China.
I'm still in China. What do I do? What the hell is going on?
I kind of left America, said fuck off to everybody.
All the icon people are just like, damn, Chyl's doing so well over in China right now. Meanwhile, you're having a mental breakdown. They're like, damn, she's like touring right now.
It's a mental breakdown
They're all
every
talking to
day.
each other. They're just like, yeah, you're on Chyl. She's like over in China touring.
Yeah, she's been kind of quiet on social media. Not sure what she's up to.
She's having a great time. They probably don't let her share a lot over there,
Meanwhile, in the corner of her hotel room with a bowl of noodles.
Anyway, so it was, it's funny to talk about now, but like back when I was going through it was pretty intense, and I was alone in China. I had no friends in that city in Chengdu at all. So it's just every day I was like, okay, so what do I do? Like they were like, the company was like, we're going to try to come up with a plan for you. Like we're going to try to pull a tour together. Yeah. So I like believed them. And then, I was just waiting every day and, working on music using their studio, which is fine. But I was like very alone. Like my family was in a different city. Mm-hmm. And then after like, I think I spent in total of like 3 months there, including like 1 month of quarantine. Mm-hmm. After another month or so, I was like, this tour is not happening, guys. This is not happening. This is like, it's very difficult to like make a name for myself in this market without like substantial support from substantial like companies and nightclub and everything. Right. Yeah. So I basically just gave up at that point. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to LA and I'm gonna focus on my career in California and grow a profile here. Like when I'm ready, I will go back to China and I'll tour there and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, but I'm going to build my stuff here first.
Yeah, timing wasn't right.
Yeah, timing wasn't right.
Yeah, and a lying manager.
True, yeah.
Right, oh my God.
Yeah.
So
but see,
it's just tricky,
Yeah, I feel like at a certain point, like then you'll have like management and stuff here that's just like, nah, like we're not gonna let her like go and risk like going there for like nothing to happen.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So like now I have the right team, good managers, good agents. Good. No one's like tricking each other. Like I think what I love about America is just like if you most of the time if an artist or if you guys if Brin says we want to have you on the podcast, like Brin means it. It will happen most likely. Like but like sometimes in China, like on the business side, like people will say things and they don't mean it at all. They would just say it and I'm like,
that's fucked up.
Okay, like but like where is the result? Like, how can we start doing this? And they just kind of disappear.
Everything's very abstract and up in the air. It's like, maybe.
Pretty abstract. Right.
So it's just to get your attention at first.
Right. I'm very gullible. Like, I trust people when they say something to me. I just trust that it's true. But like, it's just on the entertainment kind of business side, there's a lot of like tricky situations. Yeah. And it's very complicated.
But now I'm sure like you're very careful. Like you have like that shield of like
now
protection.
I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. It was like,
I feel like I know the answer to this already, but like you mentioned that in China you have to be, the nightclubs have to be a fan of you, and you have to have somebody backing you to push you into nightclubs and tours and stuff like that.
Basically.
So like, is that always the case for any Chinese artist? They have to have,
not really. There
have to be
are
ushered into the industry sort of thing?
A little bit. I think you need a lot of different kind of resources in general. Okay. But there are a lot of like good Chinese producers who are doing well in China. I just feel like there isn't enough. There are a lot of talented people who are doing well and touring and everything and performing. I just think racial wise, there's so many more producers in China that are undiscovered and not able to perform, who are great DJs who put on a great show. You know, so it's just kind of underrepresented right now. And I think locally, like China locally, they should support local acts a little bit more than like always bring in like the big names. You know,
you think there's ever going to be like an EDC China?
I think there was one, right?
Was there?
Yeah, there was an EDC.
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe there was. Yeah, there was.
Do you know where they had it?
I don't know where they had it, but they had before quarantine. They had a lot of
like Shanghai.
There's definitely EDC China.
I know there was like EDC Korea, EDC Japan.
EDC Shanghai would be pretty.
Isn't there some weird thing about one of those cities that's not China technically? What is it?
Hong Kong.
Am I missing that up? I
Hong
might
Kong?
be messing that up.
Or
Maybe
no,
I'm
Hong
not good at
Kong's
geography. There's one of the cities that is in some different, kind of like how we have Washington, D.C. Am I making that up?
No, you're not making it up. I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, the person that
if there's anyone else going to know, it's going to be Rachel.
I wasn't even aware of the question.
Know? Okay. Well, I was wondering if like, you said Shanghai. I thought it was Shanghai originally, that there was some.
Taiwan?
There was some city in China that wasn't part of the Republic of China in some capacity, but I could be wrong. Apparently, I'm wrong.
I always thought it was Taiwan.
She's either gaslighting me or
she just doesn't know.
Check it.
And I actually don't know.
Can we fact check? Oh, he's already on it.
Shanghai, it was in 2018.
It was Shanghai. Thank you.
After 2018, there was no more EDC because China government.
Oh, it was in Shanghai.
Oh, it was in Shanghai. But second question. Second question.
Yeah, EDC.
What city in China isn't part of China?
Well, what's part of China is part of China. We're not gonna get into politics here.
It's not really, at this point, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth explaining.
Switching gears, I seen that you were with Steve Aoki. Are you like on tour with him, or like how is that? What's going on with that?
Right, yeah, I'm playing a lot of shows with them. I was on tour with him the last few months with Steve, and very fun. Very fun experience. Yeah, since I signed with Denmark, I've been doing a lot of stuff with Denmark. Steve Aoki owns Denmark, the label, and like event company, and it's just been a lot of fun going to different cities with him.
That's awesome.
You get seeing him perform. Yes. I got caked.
How often?
It was fun and not fun at the same time.
Like it's every day.
You never know. Not every day, but like every time like you perform, I don't know, like he kicks you on the show.
Way,
what's the frequency of cake? What's the ratio of cake to playing?
I feel like I'd be so frustrated. I was like, look, like, yeah,
that would be like, sick if that's like a requirement to play any show with
Let's make an ice cream cake this time, please.
No, that would be so cold in the face. What the hell?
Yeah, I feel good if it's hot.
Could you not have like nuts in it? Like it hurt this time. Can we just like make it as fluffy as possible next time?
It is a very fluffy cake. I'm gonna tell you. It's mostly frosting. Yeah.
Can you imagine if it was like the hardest brick? It's like one of those frozen cakes or something.
No way.
That would be so funny.
Does he have like a specific baker that bakes all?
Apparently, the cake writer is like 7 pages. Like the cake cannot have sharp edges. Like,
no, that makes sense.
Mostly frosting.
That makes sense. You're gonna throw this at someone's face.
Right.
You gotta make sure
you can't break someone's
safe.
nose.
He's so good at it though. I seen this video like surface where he threw it from across the room and he knew what he was throwing it at. Like
he knows the arch angle and everything. Like he knows what he's doing.
Physics.
He never misses.
It's an art
he never misses. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a science.
Steve Aoki gonna write a book one day. It's gonna be The Art of Throwing a Cake Properly.
That would sell so well.
Yeah. But yeah, I got kicked once.
Okay.
On stage too. me and Dimlock were talking before the show. We're like, haha, it would be so funny if I got caked.
Yeah.
and I got caked. And then Dimlock was like, you know what? We're going to cake you.
We're gonna make this happen.
This is going to happen. Like, it's like kind of like an initiation.
Yeah.
So he just like called me up on stage in the end, towards the end of the show where he already caked like 10 people.
Yeah.
And I thought he would do it like at this distance.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be, that's fine. Like, it's mostly frosting, you know? And he's like, stand here. I'm like, okay. And then he went all the way to the other side of the stage. And then he charges at me like a bullet train. Just like,
damn.
I saw it in like slow motion.
Mercy.
Like, no mercy. And then got cake, and I was like, and then you couldn't see anything. I didn't realize that you can't see anything after you get cake because your face
cake all over your eyes.
Yeah, you can't all frosting. And I was like,
how sticky was that?
It was
after?
so sticky.
Oh.
It was
like,
terrible cleaning up.
I feel like
terrible.
One thing I want to see. I mean, obviously he does the big cakes all the time, but like I feel like it'd be really cool if like you know how sometimes they drop balloons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just have a whole bunch of cupcakes.
Or just a massive cake.
Yeah.
Just a mass, like just throwing little cakes
cute.
all
Cupcakes
across
is
the
cute.
stage.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Cupcakes would be very cute, honestly.
Have like a little like you know those like cannons that shoot the confetti.
Oh yeah.
Just have it be. Just have
Can
it
you
be cupcakes.
imagine one of those
Like mini
cannons?
cupcake? No, that's
Cupcake in the face.
T-shirt guns?
Dude, with a t-shirt gun.
Oh, that would be sick.
That's
That would
so
hurt.
funny.
No, that would hurt.
Would you guys get caked?
I'd get caked.
My eyelashes.
I'd
no.
absolutely,
My
I'd absolutely
eyelashes.
get caked.
You would?
I'd 100%
Okay,
do.
come out to the next one if it's in LA.
1000%.
Yeah, you'll get. I'll make sure you get
Let's
caked.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Would you get caked?
Yeah, I'll do it.
100%.
But I need to. I
of
need to
course.
get on.
Yes.
Of course.
I would
Well,
record
yeah.
one.
Experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
experience.
just once.
I need a shoulder ride though. Like I don't want to be caked in the crowd. I need a shoulder ride and get smacked right in the
Oh,
face.
It's gonna hit
okay.
you so hard. You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'll record it. That's my job.
Yeah.
No.
It's fun.
just
It
wear
was fun.
goggles.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me look like a pussy though. You know, like I'm just wearing goggles, but I'm like, cake me, but like I have goggles on.
No, you're prepared.
I
There's
feel like it's
something about it.
understandable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
It's fun experiences like that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you want to enjoy and experience things for whatever that event
For sure.
or whatever
No,
has
my
to offer.
eyelashes are $200.
Oh no, I'm not telling you. I don't care about your experience. I care about mine.
Okay.
Like
Once in a lifetime.
if getting caked is a thing, I want to get caked. Also, this might be super random. I know. Since we were talking about cakes and getting caked, Thai New Year is tomorrow, so I just want to say Happy Thai New Year.
Happy
So,
time.
Well, it won't be
Happy Thai New
tomorrow
Year.
anymore by the time you're all seeing this.
It'll be
but
April 12th
it'll have
tomorrow.
passed.
April 12th or April 13th. I can't remember.
Are you celebrating?
I want to go to Thai Town and I want to go celebrate a little bit, but I
fun.
do know that people are going to throw water at me.
Oh.
Because I mean that's the thing. You're supposed to wash away your sins and your negative energy from the last year.
Nice.
It's kind of like a rebirth thing.
Yeah.
So I might. I mean, I like Thai food.
Do it.
Just for the Thai food in Thai
Yeah,
Town.
that's a good reason
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
They already said they want to come
I'll go with
me.
you. Yeah.
Nice. That's
That'd be a good
fun.
time.
I'll be wearing goggles, so just in case
No,
someone throws a
definitely-
water balloon at me.
No, 100% bring goggles because keep in mind, I don't know if they do it in Thai Town. I knew they do it at the temples here in LA for sure, but like everyone who's doing this, it's not a malicious act. They genuinely think it's a good thing, so they will throw water at you.
Wash it away our sins, right?
And negative energy
And
from
negative
from last
energy.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like any
claim
bad
that.
luck,
Yeah.
negative energy, sins, what have you, it all gets washed away.
Leave me some of that.
So again, happy Thai New Year.
Happy Thai New Year.
Happy Thai New Year.
Happy time.
I got a
Cute.
gift for you.
Wait, for me?
What?
Oh, for you.
No, for you.
For me?
Yeah.
What is this? Original. Oh, that's the thing. This is so pretty.
Is he
Oh
think
my
so?
God,
Yeah.
it's
The
such a
packaging
pretty
slick.
pack-
What is that?
What is
The
that?
box. It's the button so you can
420
open
blaze
it.
it.
Oh, wait, should I open it?
Yeah,
If you want.
press the
Okay,
button.
I'll open it later. I
Yeah.
can't really open this right now.
Those guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
cute
Love
box.
it.
It's a little
Actually.
pen.
This
Yeah.
show is sponsored by
Carvana,
No, actually not.
I mean, I wish.
It's not. It's sponsored.
If it would be
by
someone, it would be
Carvana.
Stizzy. We love Stizzy.
Yeah.
We do love Stizzy.
Thank you for this.
Love Stizzy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So also, I wanted to ask you we wanted to ask you some fan questions, or actually, I guess the wording would be our fans wanted to ask you some questions. So, official Official Dice Music asks, this was the one I was telling you about earlier. If you were to be sponsored by one auto insurance company, who would it be and why?
Sponsor Geico.
Geico.
Let's go. It's the cutest.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
Honestly, just have like the little gecko on your spot, like on logo in the corner.
That'd be so
I'm
sick.
serious. Geico, sponsor me.
Yeah, and you get it
I'm
like
looking at you.
you get it like on your jacket. You get like a
little
Geico patch.
Yeah,
That would
or
be
like
sick.
Corvette sponsor you.
Well, that's why I was gonna take it a step further. Now, if we're talking car companies, now what car company?
Man, I love McLaren because I like orange.
Okay.
Give me a McLaren GT Solis.
Okay.
Please.
Did you say orange?
I like orange.
Orange
yeah.
is my favorite color too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But orange in a car, that's
It's
sexy.
a warm color.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Only if it's like a supercar. I feel like if you had orange on like a Toyota Camry, that'd be so
that's not
weird.
good. That's ridiculous.
That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
that's
like
fire.
an orange Tesla. That'd
Maybe.
be the funniest thing in the world.
No, honestly, okay, wait. Okay, there's a purple Tesla, and it's like metallic purple in my complex. It looks sick. So I could imagine orange Tesla would look kind of sick.
Yeah, bold.
I think it could work.
Yeah,
on
it
a
could
Tesla,
work.
dude. A Tesla, it drives itself. Like, paint that any color you fucking want.
Right.
Like, it's a sick ass car.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever sat in a Tesla and had it drive for you and do what? It's sick.
I could
think-
rock an orange Toyota.
I think honestly, any like bright or like unorthodox colors would work on a supercar.
Yeah.
Except for neon green.
Neon.
I saw
Oh,
or
specifically
like
neon green.
bright green. I would here. Let me see if I can even see the.
that kinda works.
photo.
Green works
On a
if it's
sports
a
car?
darker shiny green,
Let
but
me
like a
show
neon,
you.
like what's that goo
lime?
that gets thrown in people's faces at Nickelodeon?
Slime.
That slime
It's
green.
that color.
Gross. No, not on a car.
Yeah. My phone doesn't have service right now, but that one of the young LA guys got a Mercedes, the like the sports car Mercedes, and it's a neon green and. Honestly, it looks ugly. It looks so ugly. But
he's on the road going skirt skirt.
yeah, you can go skirt all at once. I'm just saying it's ugly.
I'm still saying, and I know it costs like thousands and thousands of dollars. I still want to rent a McLaren just for a day, just so we can just all drive it for funsies.
Are you guys
at
buying
a track.
McLaren?
Yeah, hey man, what are you doing?
No, I'm actually a firm believer of I never actually want to buy a supercar.
Why? You could just have like 5 different cars. Like, why don't you put that
you
into
just have 'em.
existence?
You can just do it.
No, well, if I tell
just kidding,
myself
I'm
I'm gonna
kidding.
eventually have, I want to
'Cause
have like 5 or 6
don't.
cars and rent them out, and so I could
What
also
if you
drive them
have
myself.
unlimited money? Would you have one?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Even with all the money, like
Because those cars immediately depreciate in value the
doesn't-
moment you
but
purchase
but
it.
you could have fun with them.
I think it's more so just about does he want those kinds of cars? Because like I would only if I became ridiculously wealthy, I would only have one
Same.
deep red Aston Martin. That's all I would have.
Wait,
you know?
which Aston Martin?
I've always been a fan of the DB9, but the DB11
Okay.
looks pretty sick
Yes,
too.
yes.
So one of those. But I want a classier color and I want a classier car.
Yeah, I want the V12, the V12 twin turbo.
I don't know enough.
I
I don't know enough.
Okay.
You're talking
I
to
like
the wrong
having
car.
people
Okay.
in my
Yeah.
car.
Huh?
I like having people in my car because for me, like I get the supercar aspect, it's fun, but for me, a car
So you have
is
multiple.
That's exactly. And then you could even just rent them out and make more money. It's just another stream of revenue.
I'd rather spend my money somewhere else and have a stream of revenue in
But
a
if you
different kind
have
of way.
unlimited, if you have a lot of money and you're investing in other places, you could just, that's another form of
So
investment.
economic.
I don't know what it is. It's just maybe it's just me. I don't see the value of having multiple cars sitting on my property.
Having a stream of revenue.
Yeah,
of
I'm-
people
I'm-
renting them out.
Again, I don't.
I agree.
I don't want. It's like some people they want like a 7-story house, and I don't want a house that big. I want something smaller, significantly smaller.
Do you want to stay frugal?
It's not frugal. Frugal's not the right word. I just don't feel the need to have all the material spacious thing. Like I like what I like, and I don't need more than what I need.
What I'm saying, when you have all that money,
Yes,
to
and
your
even
access,
then, I still don't want more than I need. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I want a beautiful fucking kitchen where I have a professional chef cooking me food every day? Yes. But cars is just not the thing that I want to spend an unlimited amount of money on. I want to put money on like food. I want to put money on like going to learn something new. I don't know. I don't.
opening up a cafe.
Yes, actually, not cafe.
I know,
coffee shop.
a coffee shop.
Just put him in a McLaren and then we'll see.
Yeah,
if it's-
but here's the thing: if you want to rent out a McLaren, it means you want to at least experience it. So, like, if you have the money
I
just
want
to
experience.
buy one,
I don't want to own. Those are two different things.
I don't know. I feel like when you're at that state in life, though, we'll see. Brittany and I will remember this.
I have it recorded.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest now, I have a big ass fucking house in Thailand. I have no interest in going there at all whatsoever. I don't want that house. Like I love my dad for building it, but I don't need it. I don't want it. And it's the same thing here. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way.
It's also in Thailand though.
You're allowed to want to get anything you want. I mean, if like my big thing to spend a lot
Apparently
of money on.
not. She's saying like you need to want more.
No, I'm not saying you need to. I'm just saying it's a stream of revenue. That's all I'm saying.
It's materialism. It's materialism. It's hustle. It's drive. It's whatever. But I just want a shower the size of like a full size room.
That would be sick.
But it has to be like that waterfall shower head.
There's like a bed.
All fucking directions.
There's like a bed in there. There's like a TV and it's covered and stuff. You could like frolic in the shower if you really wanted to.
But how about
Dude,
shower
your hands are
station?
gonna, dude, your hands are
Well,
gonna
you got something over it, so it's not like
bro. Your fingers are gonna get so pruny.
Well, yeah. Don't be in there for too long. It's unsafe. But you
know what? I want to live a lifestyle where I can say frolic at any point. Like frolic in my kitchen, frolic in my bathroom, frolic. I don't know. And
you'll have to show me your frolic style. I'll have to see what that is. So you're wearing like a racing jacket.
Kind of, yeah.
Do you race cars?
I would love to learn.
Have you ever like been to a speedway? You know how they have one out here?
I've been to a speedway,
Yeah? What car did you drive?
But I haven't been to a Grand Prix, which I really want to. Okay. Maybe DJ at a Grand Prix one day.
Ooh,
that's like ultimate goal.
Hey, yo, Grand Prix, send her tickets.
Yeah.
Send me tickets.
No,
send me an offer.
Yeah, DJ the event.
Yeah.
Like, have you
Martin
ever...
Garrix did that, Kygo, like Tiesto. A lot of them have done, like Miami, Vegas Grand Prix. Ultimate goal.
There you go.
Oh, so it's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a thing. Yeah,
very achievable.
Racing is part of my brand.
It's very,
we
very
go fast.
achievable.
We're fun. Yeah, fast and fun.
You said Miami a second ago. Did you go to Ultra Miami Week?
Yes, I did. This year I did. Yeah, but I didn't go to Ultra. I just went for Miami Music Week. I played like a Denmark show.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Got it.
Can I ask a quick question before we continue the fan question?
Yeah.
Do you know what EDMA is? Like the Electronic Dance Music Awards, that Subtronics one?
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it online. Yeah.
I was wondering if you knew anything about it, or because like we did a little bit of research on our own time.
We were talking on our bonus
We just know
episode.
that it's brand new, and like just recently we've seen a lot of artists post about
it's
it.
like the CDJ thing.
Yeah, so
right?
like I was
Seems cool.
kind
sick
of
trophy.
curious on like how does that work, if you might have known or something.
I have no idea. Sorry,
And
guys.
how
No
legitimate it is.
insider
You said it was-
information here.
You said it was recent that they did that?
EDMA?
Yeah, as of like
There's
the
only
past 2 years,
yeah,
I think.
Oh,
But
okay.
before that, I think their page was like, it was established in 2012 or whatever, but like,
Well, I'm sure after that big thing at the Grammys with Beyonce this year, like everybody's just like,
It's
okay,
getting
well,
pushed even
enough for
harder.
that.
Yeah.
We're gone.
It's something for the community at the end of the day.
Well,
if anybody knows more information about the EDMA, Electronic Dance Music Awards, please comment below, because I genuinely want to know more. And like right now we were looking into it. It's like, who does the voting? Is it fans?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, is it critics? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, fuck yeah, Subtronics won. He deserves it. But like, who decided that?
Yeah.
Also, that fucking award looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I just think the award's sick as fuck.
It's so cool.
Like, who wouldn't want that in their home? You know,
Right.
It's like a YouTube plaque. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Questions?
More
Oh
questions.
yeah, I actually had a fan
Yeah.
question. I legitimately had one. I can't find it. Somebody else over
A
there.
lot more came out. You want to ask one?
I'm not a fan. No,
Grayson.
I have a question from my brain that I'll ask later,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about music again because I can't not talk about music.
Yeah,
Well, would you
course.
like to ask one of these?
Oh.
Yeah, you could swipe too. There's another. No.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Okay. What is it?
When's your merch coming out? People keep asking. I would say their
People
name.
ask about merch.
People
really?
are
There's
asking
3
out.
different people.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
nice.
and then they're
Thank
asking
you for
them-
asking.
Yeah, Kenny Gio. When is the merch coming out? There's
You
another.
need like a jacket, like a nice thick leather jacket as merch. I think that'll be
That's
sick.
so nice. People ask about merch. That's
Yeah.
something I'm working on right
Michelle
now.
V. Have you ever thought about making a racer jacket with your name on
That'd
it
be
as
sick.
merch?
Dude.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So basically, I am working on merch right now. I'm actually looking up designs. You know, I'm thinking about patches and jacket, jersey, like different
Sick.
options. You know, and exploring what's possible right now. And
Yeah.
I would like to just complain that I'm fans of like some artists, and I bought their merch and it's just not good quality. Like, guys, upgrade your quality of merch, please. Like, don't sell that shit for
You know what I'm looking at you.
Like,
Looking at you.
So you saying that? So wait.
You can say it.
Okay, so
You can say it.
we're currently working on merch, and like
Yeah.
we don't have the income to like invest in quality merch. So like we're starting what?
Lean that way. You're leaning out of frame.
So like we're starting with like the lowest, not the lowest quality, but like what's like feasible for us. And it's even then like we would have to price it at a low amount because like we feel like people would say that if they were to get our merch and spend like $50 and they're like, what is this? You know, like, we would have to price it like at a lower price rate.
We got the sample of it and felt it, and it's like,
it's like if it's not great, I mean, don't sell it if it's really bad.
No, it's good, but it's not like, you know, $45 good.
You buy merch to support the people that you like to support. So like
but I want to wear it all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So on the one hand, if it's $80, it should be good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The price has to match the quality.
If it's relatively cheap, then you're gonna know, okay, they're just trying to get something out there.
Exactly.
That's a supporting thing.
Yeah. So I really, I mean, I haven't really started looking into the financing aspect of it, but if I'm gonna make merch, I want to make it good quality that people will actually wear to shows or wear to, I don't know, I want to make something kind of dry fit, like kind of racer.
Like your whole outfit right now. Like your outfit's sick as fuck.
You know, jacket might be a little bit more further down the line because I think jacket is a little complicated to make, like compared to like jerseys or like, you know.
Yeah, someone did ask about that. They were like, when are you gonna make a jacket with like your name on it?
Yeah, that would be really dope. That's kind of phase 2. Phase 1, I'm trying to make something that's like a little sporty, colorful. People can wear at shows. People can wear it at different kind of events.
That's
you know, rock it like you know. Maybe bright colors.
Yeah, that's very forward
with
thinking.
like different, you know. I would love to make like sponsored like kind of thing.
All
over the thing.
Like, kind of emulate patches.
Geico, just right here.
Right, Geico, something like that. So that's like my goal. You know, maybe it might be a little bit pricey, but I need to make sure it's like good quality. You know, I've been disappointed so many times by my favorite artists.
Yeah, you go with the pre-orders too, because pre-orders like
that's
do
true.
help.
That's a good
and it gives you a good idea of like, all right, how many people are really interested, so that we only produce the right amount.
Right. That's true. But yeah, that's like my goal. I would love to see people wearing my merch at my shows in the future.
Dude, that'd be so
rock
cool.
it, you know.
Imagine just like an army of people in these jackets.
You know, eventually it's like it would look like a sports team and we're gonna take pictures like this together.
That's cute as hell.
Yeah. So that's my goal. I'm so glad people asked about it. I'm so happy.
Okay.
So speaking for the producers, I saw a question from Jordan T. Tran. I think this is like actually a lot of producers want to know. You studied at Icon.
Yeah.
How did that go? And what did you benefit from the most when you studied at Icon?
So Icon was like a 1-year production program, very intense.
Like 1 year?
Yeah, very concentrated, intense, accelerated kind of music production program. I went from 2010 to 2021, which is exactly during beginning of quarantine.
Wait, 2010 to 2020?
2020.
2020. I was like, 11 years? I saw Nand's turning in Nand's head.
10 plus 1.
I got my PhD from Icon. That's how many years I spent there.
It's not in math, okay?
So the only part that was not great was it was during quarantine and everything was online. So I did the whole thing over Zoom. Right. I didn't get to connect that much with my classmates and instructors. But the positive part was like there was no parties at all. There was nothing to do outside of production. So we just everyone
literally had to
everyone stay home, produce every single day, like 24 hours.
And that is something that you kind of have to do that for,
right? To grow and to improve.
If
so
anything,
that was
you're like
helpful.
zooming with your classmates, classmates while you're putting something together. It's like, yo, check out this.
Yeah, exactly. So there wasn't any distraction at all.
Yeah,
just everyone would just focus on improving production wise. I would say very like helpful part was like sound design. I improved so much. Songwriting also. Icon had a class called branding and marketing that was also super helpful as well to think about branding and marketing from that perspective. But yeah, production level, I think I was like very amateur when I went into Icon. I was like YouTube University graduate before I went into Icon. I feel like I hit like a bottleneck of how much I can learn on YouTube.
Right.
And then I figured like I should go to the concentrated program to learn, and I can do 1 year of not doing anything else. So that was super helpful. And then producing every day, doing a lot of like mix and mastering training, like sound gym kind of thing. Like, and then every quarter I look back at my previous quarter, I'm like, holy shit, I grew so much.
Yeah.
Like what I produced back then was
That's
so shit.
awesome.
Like, so I grew a lot like from Icon. It was super helpful.
You hear that a lot about producers in general. It's like when you start learning, it's really, really rough. And then at some point you just hit this exponential curve and you just
Kind of
start
get it.
in terms of like quality, in terms of sound design, everything just starts clicking.
Just like
Kind
wake
of,
up one day, you're like, when did this happen?
Kind of, yeah. You grow a little bit every day,
Yeah,
and then kind of exponentially.
You listen to your old beats.
Right.
It hurts.
Sucks. Yeah.
It hurts.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
There was one lesson I learned, and it always reminds me, for anyone who's like doing music production and whatnot, just remember you don't need to listen. So Ableton and a lot of these DAWs, they automatically save your draft, right? You go in, you make something, it automatically saves. So it lets you remember. It lets you remember when you weren't doing so great. You know, like you take a kid who's like 12 years old learning to play guitar. He's going to just keep practicing every day. A couple of years later, he's great, but he's not constantly hearing how shit he was when he was 12. Whereas, music producers, we're listening to our own shit from like 2 days ago. And it's like, oh God, I feel like you're constantly feeling like, oh yeah, I'm not getting better.
Well, I mean, a bit, you're not going to really know. It's like the same thing as going to the gym. You're not going to see yourself getting way stronger from one day to the next. But as you look back over the course of however long, the point is in terms of producing, like even outside of Icon or any of these actual schools, like the best school of thought, in my opinion, is just to be playful and to continue playing with the music and just experimenting and having fun. And then eventually you just get better and better. You start putting the rules together. But as long as you're always having fun, like I remember, I don't know if you've had any experience like this, but way back when I started producing and I learned what panning was.
Oh yeah.
I just panned two sounds like this and I showed all my friends.
Oh,
that's all I know to do.
Not gonna lie, when I learned panning, I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing. As soon as I learned what that was, like, dude, this is sick.
Sounds can go left and right.
Like,
have you guys heard of the plugin Bauer Motion?
No.
Motion, you should check it out. It literally does this within your headphone. Like it's not left and right. It's like this.
Auto pan preset. It's called Around the Head.
Yeah.
On Ableton.
Yeah,
does
Bauer
that.
Motion is fun.
Right now, my favorite plugin is still Kickstart. Kickstart.
It's so easy.
It's exactly.
Yeah,
it's so
it's the
easy,
best.
and it gives me
It really is the
exactly
best.
what I need.
Yep.
Like, it's beautiful.
I like it.
Yeah, dude, you know what's so funny? I was literally thinking this whole time. I'm like, Grayson, I like that you related it to the gym.
Yeah, you knew what
so
was
that
up.
we understand.
Yeah, see? There you go.
I like that you did that.
I know you guys. I'm trying to help out all parties involved.
Yeah,
They're all talking about plugins, and meanwhile, Brin and I are just thinking.
Arm bigger.
heavier weight. 333.
My favorite.
Make a wish.
That was weird, Brin.
Cut that.
That one, I don't know about that one.
You're a hater on my vocals.
No, just that one specifically.
333.
That one's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 5 DJs you're looking to collab with in the future.
Ooh. Oh, there are so many.
Have you collabed with Shanna? I know you guys are friends.
I
We
think
do
you
have
guys
a collab
stream,
coming
right?
out. Yeah, we streamed once. We do have a collab coming out.
Hell yeah.
In next month, I think.
Oh,
yeah, we're
sick.
planning for a music video right now. It's been very chaotic and hectic. Planning a music video is
her last music
I mean,
video
I
was
know
chaotic.
She's been on the music video like
right. She's
Well,
right
because
now.
she's releasing her new all her new stuff
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's very chaotic music. I love it.
The planning process is a little bit chaotic because
Yeah.
we don't have too much time to
Right.
like shoot and plan it. But yeah,
Right.
that's coming out I think next month. Very excited for it to come out.
Yeah.
Top 5 producer wise, I think Joyride number 1,
Sick.
Abstract,
Sick.
Wookie, Gesture will be really fun. Oh,
Yeah.
there's so many
Love
though.
Jim.
There's so many European people. I want Kirby, for example.
Yeah.
TV Noise. Oh, there's a lot of producers.
Yeah.
But top probably Joyride, Abstract, Valentino Khan. You know, kind of vibe. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be like the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Have you and like Joe Ray though talked about it? Because I know like you hang out at the studio, so like
Yeah, I've hung out a couple times and he's shown me just some of the craziest production I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like some of the new things that he's working on. Like I like when he plays it, I can't even process how it's produced.
Oh, that
in
man is
my
built
mind.
different.
Oh,
the
yes.
wait,
So
have you heard the
different.
ribbit one? The ribbit. And
Oh yeah, the frog one. Yeah. Oh my god. Like the Indian one is crazy.
yeah, and he plays the visuals of like
Right?
the.
Oh my god. So like I asked him, I was like, first of all, my brain can't even process the layers. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, how do you do this?
Yeah.
And then I asked him like, what's going on with the sub bass? Like this is like I've never heard a sub bass like that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing to it? And he's like, oh, you know how sub bass usually it's like 808 is like noom, like that kind of sub bass. He like reversed it where it's like he reversed the sub preset. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it seems like he just loves doing something that's different.
Yeah, like, and then it's just so much more like bouncy, like as a result.
He
like,
played it at Space Dot. He played a couple of his new tracks.
Oh my god, I was like mind blown the entire time. Anyways, just genius.
But have you guys like talked about like collabing together? No?
I'm not there yet.
You can bring it up. She's like, I'm shy. I'm not ready yet. You can bring it up, you know.
I'll get there
Just
one
remember
day.
that this is going on the internet forever, so we can use that later.
I'll get to that place. I need to grow more as a producer also. I feel like I need to be comfortable sitting in the same room.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like you're
That's
definitely
fair
on the
too.
track to
I'd be so
having
nervous.
it happen sooner than later. So
That is a fair mindset though too, because like if you're in the room and like everything is a foreign language to you in the sense of like his mind is
Right,
like,
it's just so
cool,
crazy,
I can't help you. You'd only be helping me here.
Right, exactly. You want something to offer too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Man is a genius though.
Man
I
is
still
a
remember when
genius.
his studio, we actually got to see his studio before he started renovating that place.
Just that man explaining anything. He was explaining to us how he was going to rebuild the studio. And I'm just like
the way it
looking at
looks
the
now.
blueprint and I'm just like,
Oh my god.
what? And then I come back and like a ton of shit is like changed. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Like,
Yeah, he's out there
it
doing
looks-
construction.
I'm like Johnny, he's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no big deal. Like,
Just hammering down
yeah, he's just like
walls.
smoking a cigarette and he's like, oh
Oh
yeah,
my
it
God.
looks different now.
Pretty much.
Crazy.
How about
Crazy.
like a back-to-back set? Who would you like
Oh,
back-to-back
back to
with?
that Wookiee will be super fun.
Okay,
Yeah, very multi-genre.
Your vibes match so
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
in
right?
terms of,
Yeah. We
She'll
need to
chill
be
back to back
friends.
Wookiee.
Yeah.
That'd be
You
sick.
talk
Wookiee's
to
super
we need to
nice.
talk to Wookiee soon.
Yeah, you
he
should
follows our
have
podcast.
him on. Yeah.
Yeah. He be commenting lately. And we had Bobby on, so
Oh, yeah, Furby, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
It's a party.
Miss
Yeah.
Bobby.
It's a party,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. He was great energy. Speaking of parties,
Yeah.
EDC lineup.
EDC lineup. A lot of
EDC
back-to-backs. Did you guys notice that?
I know you
A
can't
lot of
really
back-to-backs.
you can't really comment, but yeah, what do we think?
I think we should
guys?
appreciate any lineup that gets brought out, you know, even if you don't see your favorite
I mean, I
headliner.
agree.
So I think the reason why
I don't think there's anything wrong
the
with
reason
the
why
lineup
this
personally.
is being brought up is because there's some dissent, right, about
Is there?
the EDC lineup, right? Is some people complaining about the lineup?
Why is there dissent?
Well, so I guess that's why I'm asking.
Well,
It's
people
like,
are upset that they don't see like their top headliners that they usually see, like Illenium or
Rez.
or
Seven Lines.
I don't think Subtronics is on
There's
it.
a
I'm not
lot
too
of
sure.
like melodic dubstep missing and regular dubstep missing.
It's really house heavy.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
not a lot of trap representation either. I think. I mean, there never really is a lot of trap representation. But if there's any,
for the EDC, there should be.
I think if there's any festival that should have equal, like a good amount of representation for each genre, it's EDC.
Yeah.
You know.
I think.
like,
Do you
they
think
bring-
maybe I don't know anything about like how they book the lineups, but do you think maybe they go through cycles? Are they looking at what's popular in the scene? Because I feel like if they did the same lineup, then people would just complain about the fact that it's the same lineup. And now that it's a different lineup,
people are gonna
just
complain no matter
Either
what.
way.
You know,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
appreciate the music. If you don't want to go because you don't like lineup, don't go.
people
you know?
just want to talk
I mean,
smack.
I think that's the problem too. Is like people already bought their tickets in advance, and then the lineup comes out, and they're like, "Shit, well, what
well,
am I
then
gonna do?
don't
Sell
buy
my
your tickets in advance.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't predict a lineup. Like you can't expect. I know,
Yeah,
but
if you
either
don't buy it
way,
in advance, you don't save hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Either
that's
way, though,
that's
the lineup-
capitalism. That's how
Yeah.
they get you. You're taking
Pretty much.
you're taking a gamble. You're saying like, oh, I trust that the lineup will be good, so I'm going to buy this ticket before it comes
Yeah.
out.
Either
That's what you're
it's
saying.
either way, it's
Yeah.
stacked, and there's a lot of artists and producers that are
It
on
is
there,
stacked.
and you should appreciate all the
It's
producers that are on there. You know?
Even if there's your favorite artists aren't there, you could just walk around EDC
Yeah.
and you're gonna find a side stage with a random
Yes.
DJ playing with a fish head
Yeah.
on. You're just gonna find that walking around
Yeah.
EDC.
And if you
know
miss
what I mean?
seeing James Hype on day one, you'll see him on day two.
And they
Wow, that's a long set.
He's
Yeah.
hyped, so
Yeah, wait, did
Very
James
hype.
Hype get multiple sets?
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
3
it
of
is.
them.
I mean,
Oh,
That's
three
sick
days.
though. It's James Hype.
That's
Come on,
James Hype.
like
I just think it's funny. I just really think it's funny.
James Hype.
I don't know.
You know what the one set that I find interesting and I'm kind of excited to see is Marshmello back-to-back Sudden Death.
Everyone, yeah, I think
that's
everyone is.
interesting.
That's a hot take.
That promo looked sick.
Yeah.
That promo looked
Only
sick.
because of the promo. When I saw it on the lineup, I was like, okay, cool.
I think a lot of people are
Didn't
kind
even
of
think about it.
unsure as to how that's going to work, which I don't blame you for feeling
Yeah.
that way. But I did see Marshmello, I think at Countdown. He played a show at NOS on the main stage. I forgot. I've been to so many of the NOS shows.
Recently?
I forgot which ones.
Marshmello?
Yeah, it was like this past year.
Really?
It might have been Escape. It was Escape.
Oh yeah.
He played main stage, and I was walking by and I heard some traditional Marshmello vibes, like some very bubblegummy trap kind of stuff.
Bubblegum.
And then I walked by again, and he was playing this like hard style stuff. It was like hard dance kind of, but he was playing it for like main stage kids.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
I saw them vibing to it, and to
Sick.
be honest, like I respect that.
Yeah.
Because like Marshmello knows his crowd. Marshmello knows how popular he is, and so he knows what he should play or all this sort of thing. But going against the grain or like doing a B2B with sudden death, I think is like a strong move. I think that's cool. It's
I think it's
experimental,
cool.
and I appreciate new things so much. So I'm really stoked to see that.
See, that stage is going to be packed. I'll be somewhere else.
I feel like he's a good. I feel like he's a good performer. I saw him. Wait, what?
I said that stage is going to be
Brin's
packed.
not going to that set no matter what.
Yeah, no, it's going to be too
She's
packed.
being, what's that word that
But VIP.
It's going to be too packed.
Didn't
I'll
you
be
say-
Devin, what's
elsewhere.
that word? She's being a contrarian right
Oh,
now.
I see,
She's
I
being
see.
a
No, I'm
contrarian.
not. I just don't want to see sudden
Didn't you
death.
say?
That's it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Also, didn't you say you were into techno now?
I am in
Yeah.
techno.
So let's
I just-
go to
I'll be-
Neon Garden.
Yep, I'll be at Neon Garden.
see
Okay,
you
look,
there.
I just want to add in there because I saw Marshmello at Coachella in 2018, 2017, and like the man is truly a performer.
Oh, yeah.
And like he even had a drum off with the drummer from I think it was Blink 182.
Did he do it
Wow.
with the bucket on his
Really?
head?
Yeah, he did with the bucket on his head. And
Travis Barker?
Yeah, Travis Barker.
No
Yeah.
way.
I think it was Travis
No
Barker. I think.
way.
Wait, don't quote me
I
on
don't know
this
why I said
because
Tom.
I gotta
Tom?
double check. In fact, Jay, would you mind looking that up?
Fact check.
Yeah, the
Fact
drummer.
check.
But I know he did have a drum off with a drummer from a notable punk rock
Oh,
band.
that's sick, actually.
And he held his own. It was Travis Barker. Yeah, and he held his own. And I remember watching that because I was not sober, but I was on pre-workout. Yeah, for sure. I was on a couple pre-workouts, and so I was and I remember watching that, and I was like, this is tight. Like no one else has done this shit before, you know. And so that was really cool. And I know I also just have an appreciation for like drummers too. Like I've always been like kind of into just like percussion in general. I know Zed like is also a really good drummer too. But yeah,
So is Trevor. Is that this guy?
yeah, exactly. So like, I think if he's like a good performer in that aspect, then I'm sure it's going to be a really good set. But I also had a tip too, just in terms of like lineups in general. And I saw this on Emma Capote's video talking about the lineup too, which was just like, guys, if your favorite artists aren't on the lineup and there's like not a ton of noteworthy, whatever, that's a very subjective term, but there's not a ton of noteworthy artists.
Noteworthy
like,
for you.
Yeah, for you. Go take a day and like go on Spotify and just look at some of the random artists that are on there that you haven't seen before and like go check out their stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
you don't even need to check Spotify. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go to the festival.
Well, just so you have an
Check
idea.
out.
Yeah,
like,
just so you have an
beforehand,
idea of what you're
'cause
gonna
people
like.
like to be prepared.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. But I'm talking to the people who don't need to be prepared.
Me.
Experience everything the festival has to offer
wander.
anyway.
That's
'Cause
what
at
I
the
do.
end of the day,
Yeah,
like,
that is what you do.
EDC is still EDC. You're gonna see some really cool shit, and then you're gonna walk past the stage and be like, "Oh, I've never fucking heard of this. This is some cool fucking
feel
shit."
that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna tell you this. Knowing that the lineup isn't like all my favorite stuff, I might actually be able to get to go experience the like Neon Garden and the Pixel whatever
Pixel Forest.
Pixel Forest, because last year
You missed it?
never went there once.
Yeah, you're missing out.
I was so stuck in the stages where the artists that I wanted to hear were playing.
Yeah.
Whereas this coming year, I'm hoping I finally want to see the little bar.
Yeah.
I want to see the little bar.
Little bar?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
that?
we talked about
There's
it.
a little bar.
It's called,
Bobby's
it's called Mini
episode.
Bar.
Mini bar. I want to go to the mini bar where all the bartenders
Small.
are little people.
Oh, okay. The drinks are small?
No. The bartenders they're all little people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a mini bar.
Downtown.
Yeah, mini
I just,
bar,
I
yeah.
don't know
Cute.
what
Yeah.
is the actual term because obviously
Downtown
they obviously have
EDC.
dwarfism, but I don't know if
I think
we're allowed
little
to say
people is
midget.
fine.
Little people, yeah.
Okay, little people.
I think
Sorry.
that's safer than midget.
Downtown
Yeah.
EDC is so much fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in
There's so
every
much cool
little
stuff
thing,
down
like
there.
every
Yeah.
little store.
Oh.
There's something
Can I
crazy
tell you
going
guys
on.
something I'm gonna try to do?
What?
I don't know how I'm gonna get the minister license or whatever, but I want to be as rave dad. I want to marry people. Like I want to
Okay.
like marry two people
Oh.
because people have
think
already asked me like, "Hey,
those
will you
people
come to our
are-
wedding?"
Those people might just be Vegas performers because I filmed an entire. I was helping. I was at EDC last year and I was filming somebody's wedding, and the guy looked like he was just from Vegas and he's just a Vegas performer. So I think they grab the people who are at those chapels, those wedding chapels, and then they just have them do it in EDC. I think that's
what
the
you should
theory.
do, dude. You should actually like wear what they wear and pretend like you got hired and just like go up and say.
I mean, there's gonna be people there.
That's I know, but you could just say like, hey, like, you could take a break. They told me to come up now, so you guys could go get some food.
You guys down to help me?
Just start,
You guys down to help me shoot that?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that'd be funny as hell.
I will do this though. I'm gonna be honest though. I will actually go get like the minister license or whatever it's called, like because you have to get licensed to.
Otherwise,
Noah has.
I want to get ordained. I'll get ordained in Vegas because I know you have to get ordained based on the state. Yeah. So I'll get ordained in Nevada, and I'll just marry some people.
One thing about EDC is how much other cool stuff there is there, but also just in general, if you are unhappy with the lineup and you don't know the artists, like one of my favorite things to do is just follow your ears, man.
Yeah, dude.
Just like I'll meet up with some rave fam just randomly throughout a festival.
Yeah.
And people will be talking about, we need to go here, we need to go here, we need to go here, and they're like, we need to find some music, or people are stressed out because they're talking and they're in between sets.
Yeah.
And I always respond the same way, like there's music everywhere, man.
Just look around.
Just walk somewhere.
A lot of people don't like to stay together because like let's say they have like 8 or 10 people that they're going to EDC with, and they don't want to split up because then they're never going to find each other.
I will say if it's like your first EDC or even your first couple EDCs, it doesn't hurt to stay with your group. But if you've been to an EDC more than honestly 3 times, go off on your own. Go check some stuff out.
You also know how hard that is too. I mean, we had walkie-talkies at our last two, and even then it was still. I mean, it was a lot easier to meet up with our group again, but even then, it's still chaotic. So
yeah, because the walkies would like interfere with like the security's walkies, or like other people have walkies too. So it's like. It only works.
Part of one of the biggest things about one of the biggest things about festivals that I find so appealing is the spontaneity of it. Just the fact that you could run into somebody and something crazy could happen. Last 2 years ago at EDC, somebody came up to me with a marionette puppet. I don't even know if I said that on the last time on this podcast.
I think you did,
I think I did, yeah. But it's one of my favorite stories ever because it was so unexpected. Yeah, somebody comes up to me with a puppet and starts dancing with me, and I'm like dancing with this puppet. But I didn't plan on that. I wasn't planning on being at that set.
Yeah.
I just want to see the guy making guacamole again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the guy from Critter Clips.
Yeah.
I just want to see someone making guacamole in front of a stage with the lasers behind him. And like that's the coolest thing ever.
So what happened is someone at a recent festival, they're like an owner of like this kitty gear company, and because like they have the booths, they're able to like bring whatever they want in, and they brought like a whole like guacamole tray and avocado, and they were making avocado in the middle of a set, and it was like very like cinematic, and then like everyone just rushes in when it's done and it starts eating like chips and guac during the set.
That's a
greatest
service.
thing I've ever heard.
Public service.
Yeah. Do you yourself rave? Have you ever raved before?
Yes, I've been to raves. Yeah,
but do you like go in the crowd and like party?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like Ultra last year was like a blast. Like I was out of this world.
You gotta be in the crowd. You gotta be in the crowd to know what the crowd
Ultra
wants.
was so fun. Like we ended up just headbanging. I never listened to dubstep ever. Ended up like. Going randomly, got into Black Tiger Sex Machines set, and it was just,
his sets are fun.
I was like,
or their sets.
Wow, like this is great. Like I love bass music now.
Have you been
but
to
that was the
Subtronics?
only time I listened to bass music ever. But I had such a great time. But I wouldn't listen to it
You should go check
on
out a
Spotify.
Subtronics set sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Fun,
really, really
fun.
fun.
That's super fun.
Raving is fun, dude. I love it. I don't have a rave fam. I'm ready to join you guys for anything I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Say less.
With Hard Summer, after you play, you want to like vibe.
Rave. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be chilling at Skrillex, whatever stage Skrillex is playing at. I'm getting there early, so I can be front.
Skrillex is playing hard. Skrillex is playing hard.
He's playing hard, yeah.
He's playing hard.
I know that.
I am gonna be there like 3 hours before he plays to see him.
Are you gonna set
you
up
have
your
no
ring light
idea
up
how
Have you seen him
badly-
before?
No. Only when he was
haven't
Jack
either.
U.
Yo, have you heard Rumble?
Him and Diplo.
Yo, Jack U was so good back
Rumble
in
is
the day.
okay.
I love Jack U.
Oh yeah, Jack U was great. Yeah. But I've never seen him by himself, which is like I don't know how I haven't seen him by himself. I'm like
he doesn't play that many.
I'm pretty disappointed. No, but
shows.
back in the day when I first started raving, I'm honestly shocked that I never.
I feel like even back then he didn't play
I would
that
give
many shows.
anything to see Cinema played by him live. Yeah, and
Maybe he'll play it.
I really love his new stuff. I love his new album.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah.
And that's just because also like hip hop a lot too, and it's very like hip hop EDM blended.
Focus,
so
he's so good at mixing.
Yeah.
He's so
So
good
good.
at producing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. The processing chains that he does is so sick.
hell yeah, good to hear it from a producer.
sick.
Producer side
I'm sorry,
too.
I'm a nerd, but
No, because I'm like thinking, why do I like it so
But
much?
Sonny,
And then you-
keep that up, please.
Yeah.
That's really good, man. Not that you need me to say that.
With his next set,
You'd
he's
be
like,
like,
"Hey,
hell
this
yeah."
guy Grayson, he goes by GZoom. He told
Yeah.
me to keep it up, so
this is for you.
I'm with it, man. Whatever the kids
He's gonna
say
see this clip
these days.
specifically.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know he was playing hard though. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll see him step on some more CDJs.
Hell yeah.
On another note, we should talk about the elephant in the room that has been brought up to our attention many times now. Insomniac put a trademark out for PLUR, PLUR, on Valentine's Day this year.
Yeah, but it's for merchandise and goods. So it's basically like the logo on to sell merchandise.
Wait, so they've trademarked the term PLUR?
No, well,
They put in a request for it. To my understanding, it can be rebutted.
according to Chat GPT, you can't.
Don't say according to ChatGPT.
Okay, no,
Don't say that.
Why
I
not?
like that.
Because that's my source.
That's kind of funny.
That's my
Yeah.
source.
But that's not the source. It's pulling from another source.
No,
ChatGPT.
that's fine.
But
yeah.
ChatGPT literally takes all sources
We
and
all know what it is.
combines
you
it.
know?
Everyone knows what ChatGPT is.
All right. So what did you find out through ChatGPT?
What did ChatGPT tell you?
Wait, what's wrong with ChatGPT?
ChatGPT has known to be inaccurate sometimes.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
It's like
it's-
Wikipedia.
I was about to say it's like the equivalent of saying according to Wikipedia.
Well, I'm glad we've cited the source though. So
Well,
continue.
I'm just
Don't
citing my
focus on it.
sources.
Just tell us what it said.
Well, like you can't trademark peace, love, unity itself because it's a public domain, but you can trademark it for like public, like for goods, for merchandise. And other people have already trademarked PLUR for merchandise. Has been trademarked many times before. Insomniac is just doing it themselves, so they can sell goods.
Wait, would that trademark replace the previous trademark? Whoever had that?
No, everyone
It would
just
be
has
a different.
Yeah,
Everyone just has a trademark
Yeah.
with PLUR.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
it's
pretty much.
a move that makes sense to me, but I'm not sure how to feel about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think
that's
that's the issue with
That's
a lot
kind
of
of,
people.
I feel
right?
like that's the consensus. Everybody obviously feels a type of way about it. They don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just that feeling of like, Insomniac is a very big, corporation
Yeah.
or company, what have you. So it feels like, why did you need to do this?
Yeah, like we're not sure what the intention is.
I feel like we kind of do know what the intention is, especially if it's for merchandising
It's
rights.
to make money.
It's to make money, which makes
Right.
sense. They're
I
a
think
big.
I think the fear is they would stomp out smaller companies that use the word PLUR. Like, for
Right.
example, if we were to put the word PLUR on one of our merchandising items or whatever, and they came after us.
Yeah.
I think that's the fear.
Well, because Insomniac without a doubt has done so much for the community,
Absolutely.
especially in the U.S. Like
And
especially over
especially
here.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Well, so like
100%.
in general, Insomniac is a legendary like company,
Most
and so it
definitely.
deserves all the credit in the world. And so nobody's mad about that move. It's just the fact that the idea of PLUR is all about unity and collective consciousness
Yeah.
type stuff
Yeah.
and respect and like the collective group of this industry. So like by single like monopolizing it, I guess it's like a weird feeling.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
has been done before though. Like that's
Yeah.
Insomniac is just like that. It went public. Everyone knows Insomniac.
Okay.
I think the thought too is riffing off of what you just said is like all Insomniac did was trademark a word,
Okay.
but it feels like they're trying to trademark the full concept, the full feeling of what peace, love, unity, and respect is supposed to be. And it feels like no one person's supposed to own that. But again, all they really did was trademark a word for merchandising. Nothing more than that. They're not saying,
It's nothing more than
we
that.
own PLUR, we own
'Cause you can't do
peace,
that.
love,
You can't.
unity, respect. You can't do that. Like we're all going to spread it and talk about it.
Legally,
and feel
you
it.
can't do that either.
Well,
I mean-
in terms of like just how like the small number of interactions I've had with Pasquale, like I've made PLUR videos talking about that concept and trying to popularize that concept, and he's reposted those videos on his story.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
all about the proliferation of that idea, and so
Yeah.
that it's respect worthy.
Yeah, and let's also not forget that they literally got the blessing of the guy who invented PLUR. which was
Supposedly.
Frankie's-
Wait, did they?
Yeah, I literally read Frankie's post. Frankie
Okay.
Bones.
Well, that's the
Oh,
thing.
wait,
I had-
Frankie Bones made a post?
Yeah.
You know, he made a post.
He literally made
I
a
didn't know
post.
that.
I
Okay.
personally don't know too much about Frankie Bones. Like, can you tell us more? Like, is he actually the one who created the term PLUR?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, we can fact check that
story,
right now.
the story
but,
online. The story online is that Frankie Bones was a DJ in Brooklyn, I believe, in New York,
in the
and
90s, yeah.
And he went over to London in the 1990s or 1990, I believe it was, something like that. Came back.
1993.
Okay, 1993. Well, actually,
according to ChatGPT.
No, this is according to a source online.
I think it was July 4th, 1990 was their first. It was like 5 days after the first rave called Atmosphere. Or something like that. Like they had a rave. He brought the festival culture that he found in London and he brought it back to New York because it wasn't there.
Right.
And so they decided to have warehouse parties. However, they were sketchy warehouse parties. So in order to instill like positivity there, they actually came up with the acronym PLUR. Which was the Peace, Love, Unity movement. And then after a while, they dropped the M because the movement had already finished. And somebody added R to it because the movement needed respect.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the first, like, in the story at least that I read, they put it on some subway cars, I think. Is that correct, Jay?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're getting it verbatim.
Yeah. Okay. So they put it on. Yeah. I mean, I did the research. I want to make sure.
We're learning from our mistakes.
Plus, let's be real. This is a very PLUR is such an important topic and an important concept to all of us. Like, let's know what it is about.
Well, I think it did a lot. Frankie said in the post, it does a lot to like unify the collective of just ravers in general, and it gives people a reason to make this kind of music. It gives people like a more of an emotional power behind it rather than just going out here and like partying and being crazy. There's not a whole lot of like substance to that idea. So the idea that this is about peace and love and being together and respecting each other is a lot more powerful, I think. And it definitely helps tell the story. There's actually in the article that I read, during the initial phases when they were throwing what they call storm raves, crime actually went down.
And he went on the mic and then he stopped like the song.
Crime went down in the city. Like the percentage of crime went down simply because all the people who were willing to cause trouble or would cause trouble were going to these raves instead. We're under the banner and the idea of PLUR. So I think that's actually really sick.
That is really sick.
That's really sick.
Since these raves were united under the idea of PLUR or plum at the time, they wouldn't get into fights, and it strengthened the community overall. And I think PLUR or plum, I kind of like plum now.
Plums.
Plum is cute.
They Insomniac trademarks PLUR, and I just start saying plum.
Everyone just changes
my response. But no, I think it goes to show just how like that idea has always stayed super solid. Like the music has changed. Everything about what's popular in the scene has changed. Like the from candy signifying one thing in the past to signifying something else in the future.
That's
just
true.
all aspects of the rave community have changed. But the one thing that has remained a constant is the idea of PLUR. I think that's really cool.
So I feel like it's safe to say that, like, assuming that Frankie Bones created PLUR, or the Plum, the movement.
He's given credit for it.
And he's been given credit for it. He posted the other day that he fully respects Pascal, and like he had more to do with the spreading of PLUR than most people and Insomniac as a whole. So like he acknowledges, like, you know what, Insomniac deserves it. If someone's gonna trademark it, they deserve it.
I'm paraphrasing here, but I just remember like seeing in the post that he was just saying that like there's no one really that's done more for the community than like Pasquale and Insomniac has. So
you don't even have to be that well researched to see it either. You know what I mean? And
like,
if you
honestly,
have the pleasure of meeting him too, you'll see it.
Not even just that. The last 15 years of you raving, where were all the events?
Right.
It's all Insomniac.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people like have validity in why they were like initially upset. I do think that it's like there's just a lot more under the surface, but I can see how at a surface level, a lot of people would immediately go like, jump to that where it would be like, well, you're just trying to monetize.
Yeah. Especially when people think that they're just trying to take it away from the community.
That's the thing.
That's the thing too. I feel like a lot of people aren't actually upset. They're just discomforted by it because they don't understand the purpose. And again, going back to our original thought, they don't know the intention or the purpose.
Exactly.
And again, trying to keep it literal, all the trademark is I want to be able to, have merchandising with this term on it. I'm not saying I own the concept of PLUR.
Right. Yeah. And the facts are, like we said, like Frankie gave his blessing. And then we know that like Insomniac has done a lot for the community in terms of all the events they've thrown. They've helped spread the idea of it.
And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of downs. Every company has their ups, their downs. They've, fucked up before and done great things before. But like, again, they've been around for 30 years.
Also, there's no bad that has happened yet. So like everybody,
we don't know.
Yeah,
like,
everybody's just talking about this is so terrible.
Possibility.
The trademark hasn't even gone through yet.
It takes like 9 months to like go through. Yeah. So
people just like to jump the gun these days, but like let's wait, let's see what's up.
Yeah,
like
let's
do the research. Ask ChatGPT.
Let's chill. And on that note,
let's listen to some new music
by Chyl.
Let's go.
I want to listen to some Gabber.
All right, so
Gabber.
I just want to listen to some new music.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking.
She's a Gabber.
Yeah, she said her new music is like one of the tracks like Gabber.
So I'll play. Basically, this is what happened. My next single with Denmark is a Speed House track, and I showed it to my friend Sean Moonboy for some feedback.
Oh yeah, he's good.
And then he's such a good producer as well.
Do you like him?
Oh, he's such a great producer. He just came out with these sample packs called China Is. Like they're sick as fuck.
Oh, plug. Sample packs. Oh, so his sample packs are actually really great.
Actually, I've heard the sample packs too. They're
Anyways,
really good.
he heard it and he was like, let's turn it into a Gabber track as well. And so now I have two versions of the track. One is Speed House, the other one is Gabber.
Wow.
So I'll play both, and you guys, and also in the comments, let us know.
We're gonna have to figure out
version.
we're gonna have to figure out which one of these is gonna become a social clip. So
okay. What's the social clip?
The podcast clips on like Instagram and TikTok. So when we cut the parts out of the podcast and we make them into like little bite-sized pieces. So one of the songs will be
sounds good. Yeah, whichever one you guys can take a vote later. Okay, so I'm gonna play the original version. I'll just play. Can you guys hear?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Vocals.
Who's the vocalist?
I like the vocal already.
Splice vocal.
Wait, what's Splice?
Splice is like a website where you can get samples.
You just purchase.
Yeah. You buy.
Yeah.
That's Splice.
Yeah, it's Splice.
Dude, Splice does a good job.
Yeah. Check out Drop Gun packs.
Oh yes. Fuck yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's like terror. I love that sound.
Yeah,
That
you like the bass?
Surprised we have a Destructo.
Wait for it. Ooh.
Oh. Almost like trappy. Yeah.
Trappy.
All right. Yeah, so that's
That was sick.
Thank you. I
like
love
that
that you
was
love
sick.
the call and response bass.
Yeah.
thing.
That part, because that part, I don't know. It really reminds me of this one Destructo song that is like that I love. It's called No Retreat, and they have that exact same sound.
Oh, really?
And the only song I've heard it in, at least that I can remember, is that song.
Oh, okay.
And so
You
I
guys
love
send it
that
to me
sound.
afterwards. I'll
Okay,
check it
yeah.
out.
Hell yeah.
So that's like Speed House, and I added like a trap section next to it.
That's dope.
And
Bamboo clunky snare.
yeah,
I
that's
love
coming
that.
out very soon, like in I think 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Plug yourself.
Yeah,
That'll be the first social
plugging
clip
right now.
I work
Hell
on.
yeah!
Then.
Thank
We'll
you.
get
Thank
that
you for
out.
liking this.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna play the Gabber version.
Okay.
You guys, let me know. Faster.
Oh.
Oh, the
Yeah, I can already hear it. I can already hear the Gabber.
Was that Sean? Wait, was that Sean putting that in? Alright.
Little drum and bass.
Approved.
Yeah. It's coming. So that's Gabber. Wait, the second drop is a little bit different. I'm gonna play the second drop too. Yeah.
Ooh, definitely a completely different vibe, but it still works.
They both hit different.
Right. Same vocal, different vibe.
Yeah. Love that. Oh yeah.
There's that.
It's like trancey.
There's the trance. Yeah. Nice.
Love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this is like bring me to dream state right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of trancey.
I'd be closing my eyes to this.
Yeah, right?
Like visualizing
That was your dream state. You were closing your eyes.
Yeah, so second drop is very different, I think, from the first drop.
both of them.
You like both of them?
Really
okay.
good.
Both songs,
It's a little unexpected.
I mean, it's
to
really
trance.
just the addition of one sound,
Right,
but it changes
right.
the whole feel.
For
it like
sure,
softens
right?
the entire
Yeah,
thing because of that
yeah.
like wash of
Yeah,
trance, as
my
opposed
first
to the
time
punch
making-
of Gabber.
Right, instead
Yeah.
of like, dum, 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 it's
Yeah.
like, oh, like,
And
let's
you're right about that
relax.
offbeat bass. That
Right,
thing's
right.
just
So it's
everywhere.
very interesting for my first time producing this genre.
Wow.
You know, it wasn't too hard,
That's
actually.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounded
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
which one do you guys like better?
I love them both. They both
Yeah.
hit different.
Okay.
To be
I
honest.
Both different.
agree.
They have different feels.
For different needs.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, different moods. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that-
I think the strange trance pad choice wins me over.
Yeah.
So I think I'll go with the
Nice.
Gabber one.
Okay.
Because that's just,
Hell yeah.
I just haven't, that's.
Right, it's just
it's also
not
really,
very common.
It's really simple too. Like
Right,
it's got
it's so
it's got
simple.
the stuttering vocal with this, what is used for like, what'd you use for
Basically,
that?
like
Did you use
a
Kickstart? Did you use Serum itself? To do the
that
chop.
was like a delay that was
Oh,
like
it was a
LFO.
delay doing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
That's
a
cool.
very long delay that was like chop,
Yeah.
the stutter thing. Yeah, that was it was just like vocal, like, you know, reverbed out and then
Super cool.
that was actually Mumboy's idea.
Yeah, because I know he's been doing that a lot recently.
Well,
Yeah.
the
Like a
whole trend,
stutter
the whole
kind of thing?
trend to
Is what
stutter
you're talking
house
about?
thing.
Yeah.
It's because
Yeah,
if you guys
stutter
want to
house.
get in on that, the whole stutter house thing is now a genre somehow. When all it is that.
or like stutter
sound.
bass.
Yeah,
you know,
just
bass sound.
That
that's like
sound in general is like, it's like kind of like the funk cowbell.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a specific kind of sound that's proliferating through through different styles of music. That's really cool.
I think the first one wins me over just with the dun 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 dun.
Oh, you like that sound?
Yeah, I really like it.
Hell yeah. Hell
the call and response
Glad
stuff
you
in
guys
bass house is
like
really good.
it. I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
to release it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's going to
yeah.
be part of my big EP that's coming out this
nice.
summer. Yeah, a lot of Speed House songs in the EP.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
And
We'll
one
make sure
bass house
those.
song.
We'll make sure those social clips are fire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, get some free promo
I'm
there.
glad. Yeah.
You have any upcoming shows as well?
Shows wise, I'm on tour with Abstract in the next few weeks. San Francisco, Arizona. Maybe see some of you guys there. One show was Gesture in OC Observatory.
I seen that.
Yeah. And
Oh
then
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then
We're
Heart
very
Summer.
familiar with that venue.
Oh yeah, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
I have never been there before,
Oh really?
so
Yeah, we
I'm
were just
excited
there
to check it out.
for Arm & Hammer.
Nice,
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be like a packed year. So if you guys are interested,
great. Yeah.
coming to see
We love
me,
to
come
hear
out
that.
and see me. You know, my show schedule is like, I think it's
Yeah.
in my link in bio.
Yeah. And we'll be there too.
yeah,
So,
yeah, we'll be raving.
yeah.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
be there
Hard
to support.
Summer, EDC.
Oh,
I'll see
yeah.
you guys at EDC. I'll be there.
Hell yeah.
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 Join the rave
Good
fam.
time.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh,
on the
yeah, yeah,
podcast. It's
of
been so
course.
fun.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we wanted to? I know.
Patreons.
Yes.
Patreons.
Yes. Yes. Our patrons.
Thank the Patreons.
We love you,
and also
Patreons, but I don't need you right now.
Can I actually borrow your phone because I get no service here? Just see
Thank
our
you to all the
patrons.
Patreons that have shown up here.
You have the
to
Patreon app.
support all
I
of
just
the
want to say
wonderful
thank you to all our
things.
patrons. In just a moment, we're gonna like shout out everybody who has been,
Okay.
taking care of
Yeah.
us, looking out for us. We love you guys. It's
Bring me
been
the-
such a great time.
Or just
You
screenshot it.
should lay down a
and,
beat and
airdrop
Devin
it
can
to
like
me.
rap the names.
Go ahead, do it.
Ooh.
Well, it's, I don't have the access to the names yet.
That's the only beat I got.
All right, I got the laptop now.
It's not bad. Where's the kick drum?
Oh man!
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna try my best to say these names correctly. By the way, if you didn't know, we have a Patreon. We post bonus episodes to it and other bonus content. So please go check it out if you're interested in that. But yeah, we wanted to take a moment to thank our current patrons, Lacey Ray 14, Jalen, Anit Patel, Alex Maney, Jackie. Some of you guys just have your first names on here, so I'm just going to read that. Jackie, Derek Fitz.
Love you, Jackie.
Yeah,
Jaden, love you, Derek.
Brandon Gonzalez.
Brandon Gonzalez. Hell
My
yeah.
boy Brandon.
Wait. Who's after Brandon?
You got to do that for every guy. Like,
Brandon Gonzalez.
Who's after him?
Carlos. MLP Demon Star.
MLP Demon Star.
Philip Lee.
Philip Lee.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Tyrone Hernandez.
Phoenix, is that the Phoenix I know?
Trippy Cyclops.
Trippy
Cyclops.
Ariel Quezada.
I
Let's
can't
go.
pronounce that.
Kimberly Torres.
Thank you, Kim.
Christian Trevino.
Trevino.
Zerophonic. Sorry. I think that's Zerophonic.
Can we call you Fonfon?
Sky Active Eric Pucci.
You're amazing.
Sky Active?
Dylan.
That's a
Pucci.
Mazda thing.
Midnight Devil.
Midnight.
Destiny Rodriguez. Our boy Scott Kransky.
love you, Scotty.
And then
Oh, also, congrats on all your fucking work in the gym, dude. Like,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Scotty, if you're watching this.
sick as fuck.
Great
He's looking
job. So
good.
proud.
Yeah.
How many pounds did you drop? 40?
I don't know, but he's like,
I think he said he dropped 40.
he's going
I can't
crazy.
remember.
I don't know.
He
He's
is going
like so
crazy.
determined to like
Every
make
day.
a change. Yeah.
Good man.
Crazy.
Keep it up, Scotty.
He wants to be able to keep raving.
That's
you
it.
know, you wanna keep raving.
Jay
you gotta
Velasco
get
also.
healthy.
But even then,
on the
like
Patreons.
to go to the gym
Thank
like every
you.
day.
Thank you guys. Seriously,
Yeah, we
like
love
you're helping like make it possible for us to do bigger and better things for you guys.
You guys are so nice.
And if you guys aren't subscribed to the Patreon yet and would like to see these bonus episodes as well as get your name shouted out and honestly a whole bunch of other benefits, we'd appreciate and love that because, well, we love doing this and we love,
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Patreon, we literally just talk about anything that we want to talk about. We sit on my couch in my living room and we just speak.
And also, I want to just bring to attention to we have different tiers, and one of the tiers we were gonna do a thing where we'll have people call in if you are in this tier, and we can literally talk with you on the podcast live. Maybe ask like about
That's a
your
good idea.
experience.
That's a great idea.
So,
I'm going to join that tier.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
said the guy who's currently sitting in
Yeah,
on
but
the
what if I was also in the tier?
Dude, you know what would be funny?
You called.
You'd be so funny. You're on it and you're just like...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
my name is Grayson.
I'm behind you right now.
I had some pre-workout the other day. It's blueberry flavor.
He actually means actual pre-workout. He means the actual pre-workout.
Blue Raz. Yeah.
You said pre-workout,
He's
so
gonna
I'm
cut it.
saying you need pre-workout. Why would you cut it off?
This would actually be a great place to cut. Like after she's just trying to plead her case the whole time.
I'm just
Like,
gonna do a
you
random cut there.
Let her plug
I'm
it.
gonna do a
Let
random-
her plug it and then just have her like be going crazy about why she can't
I'm gonna
plug
do a random cut, and then I'm gonna literally say, yeah. So the reason you just saw that cut was because then Brin started promoting all his stuff individually.
There you go.
If you want to go check out the stuff that we promote, though, we all have our own beacon websites for that and link trees. So if you want to do that, you can go and check that out.
Go play my space adventure.
Go check out GZoom's music. Go check out Rachel's music, please. And with that, you guys want to do the outro? You started this, so.
How the fuck do I end it again?
Just whatever.
Thanks for being here.
Thank
We'll
you
see you in
for
2
being
weeks.
here.
We've been your hosts.
Thanks for tuning in.
We're your hosts.
Yeah, you should just do it.
You want to end it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, to I'm Peaking Podcast.
There you
Yes!
go. We're your hosts.
I'll see you guys next. Oh, wait.
Oh,
They will see you guys
we always
next
say our names
episode.
right before we.
okay,
we end it.
okay.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
you just gave her an out because
Oh,
she
there's like
hates
a
doing
thing.
it.
Really?
She just
Yeah,
gave her an
we're
out.
trying
I
to
just
keep. We're
get
trying to hold her
nervous. I get
accountable.
shy. Huh?
Well,
Hold me accountable for
Yeah.
doing an outro?
Yes.
I get shy.
So
And you should believe in yourself.
You can do it.
You got to get past that shyness.
Stand-up comedy.
We're growing a
Stand-up comedian.
very, very
Bring us home.
reputable podcast.
Bring us home.
Bring
bro.
us home. Come on.
Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. We
are-
are your hosts. I am Brin.
I'm Nand.
I'm special guest Chyl.
I somehow found my way in here.
And you are again?
I'm the resident Wook.
Named.
You never gave us a Wook wisdom
did
moment.
you guys realize that every time you light a lighter, it gets lighter until it's so light that it won't light?
There's your Wook
That's my
wisdom
thought
for
when
you
I'm
right
high as
here.
hell.
Thank you. My name is GZoom, Wook of Wisdom.
And I'm Devin. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for being here.
Toodles.
Bye.